Sound like I'm saying Jones. We are live, broskis. When I say we, I mean me, because Hass already has got some technical problems with the internet, bro. I've told this guy stop calling Drake names because he's like the candy man. You say hotline bling 3 times in the mirror, he pulls up doing all that. But yes, broskis, welcome back to Weekly Waffle, where we waffle about the weekly news with sneakers, lifestyle, and everything in between when we can be bothered. But yeah, just double checking lighting. Is everything all good? Yes, we are on the right channel. How's everyone been, man? I know there's people in here already. Mikhail, big up Broski, Kill Switch, Residential. I'm gonna say co-host at this point, bro. And you know what? Yeah, you gotta get some rounds of applause. We're gonna talk about your wins in a bit, bro. But you smashed it this week. The Mad Mitch TV, what a sick name. Evening, everybody. Hope you had a blessed week. Hope you have as well, bro. It's only Tuesday. Why does it feel like it's like a Thursday or Friday, man? Crazy. Hass isn't actually. He was here, but he cut out. Imagine that. He cut out before we went live. So yeah, he's just resetting his internet, his router, and hopefully that sorts itself out. Friars, big up, bro, big up. Yeah, kill switch, man. Honestly, bro, you've had the rub of the green. This you know what would have been funny if it was actually on St. Patrick's Day, but I don't think it was. Was it the 17th? No, 17th. So a day later. Jamie, big up, bro. Welcome back. Anyone hit on the AJ1 Union? Missed out. Very disappointed. Well, I know 2 people that have won and hit. And I know one person in this chat actually that hit 3 times, bro. Not 1, not 2, but 3 times. How is that even possible, bro? All for retail, which is mental. And yeah, little old me, and obviously you, Jamie, can't even get 1. But the game's the game. Sometimes the luck is all for you. Sometimes you struck out, you know? You strike out. Struck out? You know what I mean? Yeah, just waiting. Oh, here we go. He's looking clearer already. I'm hoping. Yes.
Hey, here we go.
Well, hold on. The camera's not here, bro. Or is it on my end? Oh, there we go.
I'm here, bro. I'm here.
He's back. And no, it weren't Turkish time. He had some resetting to do. So looks all good now. 3 bars.
I just flipped the switch, bro. It's all good.
That's it, man. Got to flip the kill switch. But yeah, no, he's looking better.
Where is kill switch?
He's here, bro. Oh, he's here. The hat trick hero.
Oh,
hat trick hero.
What a guy. Bro.
What a guy, man. But yeah, just catching up on the chat. Most people are here that are always here, which is always good to see, man. It's been a crazy week. I'd say a crazy couple of days, man, for all of us, really. Whether we've taken L's, whether we've hit, whether, you know, we've hit on re-raffles and got sloppy seconds like me and James. Big up to James. But yeah, win's a win, man. I think, no, we're going to start off like we always do. You know how it goes, man. What's been on feet, broskis? Obviously, Hass. Any shoes? Oh, goddamn. Any shoes or Crocs or anything on today's feet, bro?
I've got Crocs every day on my feet, bro, except for Monday. But today, the weather was sweet. Sun was shining. I managed to fit these in, which were Nike Sakai LD waffles. Still looks crisp and clean. Man, I
haven't seen those in a while, bro. They're lovely.
I'm telling you, bro, these in the sunshine, these slap. Trust me. The double swoosh, the double lace. Oh man, this is just like, yeah, proper summertime vibes. But I had to get this in there today on feet, just to capture the essence of summer again, you know, because it's around the corner. Weather's okay today, so it's all good. Man, I love that double tongue as well. Such a
so good, bro.
But yeah, these were on feet today, bro. Just getting ready for summertime. And yeah, it's not usual we get good weather in London, but here we are.
Yeah, I saw that, man, because obviously I should be coming down on Thursday. Reasons why we're going to talk about in a moment. But bit of a Air Max theme today. Actually, I had like 3 pairs of shoes on today. I had the Jordan 1 Low Mocha to go out and drop the car with MOT. You know how it is. So yeah, dropped off the car with the MOT for the MOT in those, the Jordan 1 Low Mochas, and then went to pick up the shoes in the crepe hemps, bruh. Lovely, lovely pair, man. Took this pair out on my honeymoon to Jordan. And yeah, man, they're holding up pretty well. They look unworn, which is mental, but as you can see, a bit dirty there. I do like the crepe outsole. I know a lot of people don't. They have issues with it. But for me, bro, it's something different. You know, I know they're not like the best in slippery conditions, but who's really wearing these in the rain? Do you know what I mean? But lovely, lovely colorway. That hemp, man, it's something special. Do you know what I mean?
I call them the Tiffany Deserts, bro.
Yeah. I can see that, man. I can see that.
That's the pair of shoes.
Hold on a second. I just want to shout out to, James is asking if anyone's hit on the unions, if they've got a 10 or 10.5, just hit him up. Because I know some people are just trying to get rid of them, or if they got double ups or whatever. But yeah, latest pickups, bro. It's a silly question, but how many pickups I should be asking? Not if there have been. How many pickups this week? And chat as well. Let us know, man.
Bro, need to make sure wife's not listening. First of all, it's all clear. It's all clear. Right, are we talking about pickups that we've actually got in hand, or are we talking about pickups that haven't arrived yet as well?
Let's say overall. Like, overall, you know what I mean?
Okay,
overall,
okay. Well, let's address the elephant in the room first, okay? Because there's one that's quite obvious. And there's too many bricks in this house, but this one seems to we all know this right now, don't we? I mean, god damn. I mean, this feels
noise.
You can hear that noise, right?
I don't know what to feel, but that sounds so good.
Right, let's open the box, because there's nothing in the box at the moment, but just like empty shell of a bag at the moment. But these shoes do actually come strapped up with a blue sort of belt around them, as we all know. So these are your Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 4.
Brick by brick.
I'm telling you, these bricks are the best bricks you'll ever have in your life. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this is one of the most beautiful shoes that I've managed to get my hands on in recent times. And I've got a lot of shoes, but I think the beauty of these is in the simplicity review, where a lot of people will say these are just Jordan 4s with a solid lock-in, but there's a lot more going on. And I'm sure those of you who've copped will know the materials are just, it's crazy. It's A1 material. I mean, from the mud guard here and everything else, you can feel how hard that is. If I can, it's designed for protection, bro. It's like, perfect for anyone who's on a bike, BMX or anything else. But also it adds to the overall aesthetic of the shoe. Not much breathability on the netting. It's all closed off, which is a bit different than your usual 4s, where you've got some sort of breathability there with the netting and stuff. But the texture of this, when you have it in hand, you can see how it resembles a brick. Even like this leather material on the tongue right here is so nice to the touch. It's
so good.
It's just beautiful, man. I mean, what he's done with this is incredible. Now, not a lot of people, but some people have said there's been some bleeding onto the white laces because of the color and everything else.
Right.
To be honest, not a big issue for me. When you rub up against the brick, what happens? That color goes onto your shoes. I think it adds to it, to be honest, but it's all good. We can live with that. Obviously, on the back, you got your Bike Air branding, as Nigel does. Absolutely amazing. We love that. And yeah, it's like on the outsole of the shoe, you got this sort of translucent material or translucent effect, and then you've got your herringbone, and you've got like 3 different types of materials on the outsole as well, which is quite interesting. But it just looks great. And yeah, man, just with the white shoes as well, these just slap. I love that white mini swoosh there. A lot of people were saying they're not a huge fan of it, but it just sticks out so nice on that red. That
little touches, isn't it? Little touches.
And the white, you know, obviously on the heel, the white patches, the white mini swoosh, it just breaks the shoe up really nicely. And I would say this is one of the most perfectly executed shoes, if not fours, that I've seen. And I've had quite a few, but I mean, the suede is just so nice to the touch as well, man. I mean, whew, there's not much more I can say about this shoe. I mean, you'll have it in hand soon, hopefully, so you'll sort of see it for yourself. But absolutely fire. I'm so grateful for Offspring for giving me the opportunity to own a pair. Absolutely gassed last week when I was on my way to the event that we had with Big Zoo and Capo last Tuesday, and I got the message on the tube. Absolutely gassed. So really happy to have these in hand, man. Honestly, such a great pair, and congrats to everyone else in the chat who's managed to cop a pair as well. Amazing. But aside from that, I know we're all bricked out at the moment. It's been all about the brick by bricks and everything else. So I will move on to a few other cops that I've had. There is quite a few. So the first one I got to address again is the unions. Now I was lucky enough to have early access or exclusive access yesterday for the Jordan 1 unions, and absolutely gassed about that as well. Hopefully they'll be arriving tomorrow, I've heard. So I didn't have to go through the palaver of going through sneakers today. I just sat back and watched all the fuss around me going on. We did try for Broski as well, and the missus wanted to apologize to you, bro. She couldn't quite get the cop for you, but I'm sure we'll find a way for you to get those as well.
Appreciate it, man.
That is one of the cops. The second cop I had was on the Bloodlines, which is the 180s, the red version. Now, I placed a 170 bid on eBay. It was the cheapest one in my size, brand new in box, and it was accepted. No one else bid. So £35 over retail. I'm not too fussed about that. And it was the more rare ones as well. So happy to have those. Those are currently being authenticated. I'm really eager to have those in hand. I'm slowly sort of changing my mind on which pair I like more. Initially, it was the green, but the more I look at the red, the more I look at the cohesive colors on there, I'm thinking, actually, like, not too bad. So that's the second cop. And there is a third one, which sadly I missed out on a couple of weeks ago, which is a pair of Sauconys.
Nice.
Now, you all know I love my Sauconys, right? I love my Sauconys. And 2 weeks ago, Bissell, in collaboration with Saucony, released the Bonderman Jacks, which is all about West Indian culture and heritage. Absolutely out there shoes, but I wanted a pair and I missed out. There was only, I think, just over 2,000 pairs. And I left a bid of 130 on StockX. Just left a bid there. Just left a bid because
cheeky.
When they come out, bro, the prices were ridiculous. It was like 450, 500. Then it still gradually dropped to 400 and it was still ridiculous. I was like, okay, limited shoes, over 2,000 pairs. Of course, it's going to be, a bit expensive on the resale. But this morning, I wake up to a notification on my phone. Bid accepted, £130 plus fees, which was still under £150. So I managed to grab a pair for under retail. Under retail for a limited pair.
He's been busy. He has been.
I have been busy. So there's been a lot going on, potentially more going on soon. But those are the 3 pickups. Really, really happy with those. All quite limited in their own right, but all 3 that I really, really wanted before they were even released, when we saw the pictures and stuff. So I'm really happy I managed to get those, man. 3 more pickups. Amazing.
Can I just say, you know, the whole theme of me saying that Haas is like half Irish. Just think about St. Patrick's Day was a couple days ago, yeah? And just think about, yeah, there you go. So think about all the wins. No, was it 17th or 18th? Oh, yeah, 17th, yes. Oh, yeah, yesterday. So think about all the wins that Haas has been getting and what holiday or celebration was yesterday. I'm just saying. So, you know, it could be right. You need to do an ancestry, bro. The ancestry DNA.
I have to check, you know, there must be something in there, but I must in some way be related to Kill Switch as well, because my guy's been absolutely smashing it. And also shout out to Trance as well, because Trance is actually a dark horse. Yeah, this guy hits on absolutely everything as well. So between me, Trance, and Kill Switch, I think it's been phenomenal. So shout out to you guys as well.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. Do you know what? It's one of those things, bro. Like, you pray and hope for these shoes that you don't have to pay resale, but in a way, that when one of the broskies like cop or win and just put it in the Discord or whatever, it's like, do you know what? I'm happy. Like, I'm genuinely happy. Like, there's no animosity or, oh, why not me? Or it's actually, I'm like, bro, you know, I'm glad. Like, one of us copped, you know what I mean? Or a few of us copped or whatever. So yeah, man, you got to put that good energy out there. The jealousy, it doesn't help anyone, bro. Because think about it. If there's a shoe that's obtainable on the resale market, yes, a few, you know, pennies more or whatever, or a lot of pennies more, you can always get rid of some in the collection and then go for it. Like, it is still, it's doable in today's market. Like, even the unions, I know they're expensive, but they're dropping. They're still dropping in price, you know, here and there.
They will drop, right? And I know the Sauconys that I just mentioned aren't as hype as everything else, but for me, they were a pair that I wanted, and because they were so limited, that's what annoyed me. I really wanted it, but I knew it was going to be hard because it was limited. And it just shows, look how much the price was 2 weeks ago, and look at the bid that was accepted last night. So it will happen. Prices will drop. If you do want to pair, if you've lost out on the Nigels, if you've lost out on the unions, I would say give it a couple of weeks, those prices will drop. And I think where we are getting saturated with a lot of drops, people are just looking to sell on for whatever they can make just to try and grab the next pair. So in that sense, they will drop. And as annoying as it is, and I'll give the 180s as an example, people absolutely mopped up the 180s, selling them.
That was crazy.
Selling them for a profit of £30, £35 or whatever. And it's just like, is it really worth the effort?
What's the point? What's the point?
There's no point, you know. So, but yeah, I'm just happy. And also, I just want to say shout out to a couple of people in the chat. Taz, shout out to you, and Scopes as well.
Big up Scopes.
Big shout out to you as well. And yeah, just wanted to send a shout out to those two for now. We are going to get through everyone, but
yeah. No, big up Scopes, man. This guy, Scopes gets everything, bro, and he gets everything early. Like, I love it when I see Scopes, like, you know, the picture he does on his thumbnails, he's like that. Like, I'm like, he's got it early. But nah, shout out to Scopes, man, legend in the game. Okay, so a bit of a redemption arc from myself. Has you got anything else though to talk about, or?
No, I've got no more pickups.
Just making sure, bro. Last minute dub or something. But excuse me. Yeah, obviously, Offspring didn't get the first dub, and there was a lot of pairs that weren't picked up or collected. I had to, go for the re-raffle, and I got a dub. So that's my first Offspring win. I'm still in shock. Like, I still haven't come to terms with it. I know it sounds dramatic, but bro,
shout out
when you've been in the game as long as I have and never won off Offspring, it's embarrassing, bro. Like, it's that when I tell people, they're like, what? Like, do you know what I mean? You do reviews, you do this, you do that, but obviously no one's entitled to nothing, bro. Like, it all depends. It's all about timing. It's all about just keep trying your luck in it no matter what. And I know sloppy seconds, don't give a monkeys. We're still getting them. You know what I mean? So I have to basically travel all the way down from Manchester to London to pick them up. We're going to link up with Haas, obviously get a little vlog in or some content in and stuff. And the thing is, I kind of calculated it all up here. It's basically me paying resale for a shoe because of all the travel, the petrol. But I'm like, it's not about that, bro. It's about the experience. It's about obviously linking up with Haas. It's about going to the Offspring King's Cross branch, or store, which I haven't been to yet. And yeah, it's just about the whole vibe, man. Just making connections, networking, showing face and stuff like that. So yeah, big dub, man. I was down in the dumps last week. Won't lie to you. Poured my heart and soul into trying to go for them, and it was a weird release because even on sneakers, first come first serve. Same with the unions, which was a bit of a you know what, but yeah, we're gonna talk on the unions as well, by the way, bro, because that release was a shambles. I know there was EA in that, but the bots ate up on the first come first serve. Yeah, another shoe that was meant to come in today actually was the A6 Sneaker Politics. Just say no.
Oh, what a
annoying, bro. Like, I got a phone call from DHL. Oh, there's been a bit of a mess up at the sorting office. We're gonna have to deliver it to you tomorrow. Is that okay? I'm like, well, don't really have a choice, mate. Do I, you mug? I was like, yeah. I was like, do you know what? It's cool, man, because I had to run out and do some stuff anyway. Like I said, MOT and everything else. But yeah, that's mainly the two. And obviously, if you guys have seen my latest pickup video, shout out to the sponsor, Gentle Bands. They hooked me up. So yeah, shout out to them as well. Yeah, obviously other pickups were in that video, so I'm not going to go over it too much. And yeah, man, just buzzing. Obviously, the unions would have been nice, but the brick by bricks, bro, I didn't really care about anything else, bro. Like, same with the A6. I really wanted them anyway. And I got them, obviously sorted something out with StockX. So just waiting on that. And yeah, chat, let us know. Did you hit on the, brick by bricks? Did you hit on the unions? Or even the SBs, bro? Because what the hell happened to that? I don't know if it was an overseas raffle or like release. Because I've not heard nothing about the SB Jordan 4 Navies over here, bro. I don't know about you.
They're dropping in April. So I don't know how early we are going to get them in the skate shops yet. Usually it's at least like a week before.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get sent out on the day of release, or sometimes even they send it out on the same day it's released. So you're looking at about a week before the raffles go live, and then you get notified, and then they announce winners a day before the release. So that's what we're looking at the moment. So yeah,
cool. Yeah,
skate shops
weird release, man.
Yeah, it is a weird release, but it's one of those ones where it's a skate shop release. It's a J4 Jordan. Usually SBs are on Dunks, on Nike Dunks. So yeah, it's a weird one. But look, we're gonna worry about that in April because there's so much going on in March. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Lou 82, if you missed it, we did go through the Nigels. I'll give you another look. There you go. The Nigels. There you go. Really, really
top.
Such a great pair, man. Honestly, every time I look at this pair, it's a great shoe. And you know what it is, bro? A lot of people before the drop were saying contender for sneaker of the year.
Definitely too early, bro.
Definitely put it in the top 5 at the moment. As potential.
Oh yeah, at the moment, yeah.
At the moment, it's always too early. We always jump the gun every year. Something comes out in February, March, and it's like sneaker of the year. And very rarely does that happen. Where, trust me, there's going to be so many more sneakers coming out over the next 9 months that will be like, but definitely in the top
5. 9 days, bro. The way it's going from Nike alone, 9 days, bro. There's heat and things that are coming out the woodwork is crazy. But just to answer Trance's comment, because I know he asked last week. I think I missed it last week. Where is it? Basically, doing some work with StockX, so I was able to get those basically to do some content on and stuff like that. But I will make a video on it, explain it. I don't want to talk too soon until I get them in hand. That's kind of my motto. But yeah, that's basically it. It was through StockX because there was no UK release. Maybe they'll do a wider release, but I can't see that because it's basically how we got and Europe got the Air Max 95 unearthed, because obviously US didn't get it, and it was basically like that. That's how I kind of see it. But that's kind of the story in Ballymore, bro. And yeah, man, I think the SB4s, the navies, I've seen on Sneaker Twitter, I think the account is basically a Twitter account that's big affiliate account with sneakers and stuff like that. They shared so many people winning or getting like surprise raffles and stuff, getting pairs basically, which I was like, wait, did I miss something? But yeah, that explains it, man. That explains it. The brick by bricks though, bro. A lot of people are loving that shoe. The lace swap as well. The white lace swap just makes it like, And you know, the worst thing, bro, every time before the dub, obviously, every time I went on my phone, brick by bricks, I was like, the Offspring bag, the Selfridges bag, I'm like, I'm just going to put my phone down, bro. I'm just going to put my phone down for like 24 hours and then I'll jump back on Instagram. But yeah, it's
48
it's a good
hours,
time, man.
48 hours. You're gonna be grabbing one of these in 48 hours, bro.
Yeah,
exactly. Actually, not this one. You'll be grabbing the nice one, the other light colored tote bag. So,
where did you get yours? Where did you pick yours up from? King's Cross?
Yeah, King's Cross. They're all picked up from King's Cross. It used to be more often in Selfridges, but it's such a mish to get up there. So, yeah,
it's right at the top of that, isn't it? I just want to say though, I know we shout him out all the time, but shout out to Prozac because Nigel Sylvester actually commented on his video of the brick by bricks. You know his famous thing that he does with the little bag, opening up or showing the box. You know this, that, and yeah, Nigel Sylvester commented on that and shared it on his story, which was sick. But most importantly, Lidl commented on his video. That's he can retire now. Do you know what I mean? Lidl is just goated. But yeah, man, it's kind of sick. What we're going to do, though, we're going to talk about other drops. The unions we have touched on a little bit. And it's kind of one of them shoes, bro. Like the more people get them in hand to flip and sell them early, I'm pretty sure they'll go down a little bit before they go back up. So in my opinion, try and be a little patient, maybe like a couple of days and then see where the market's at. Because you know what resellers do, bro? They know people are itching to just get the dub after they get the L, and they just put them up for like £400 or £500 straight away. And then a few days, people calm down, not willing to buy as quick or whatever, or they've bought them anyway. And then, yeah, prices do start to drop a little bit, but it's looking better, man. I think I saw around 350 mark, around about that for most sizes. Okay, right. We're going to talk though about a little Air Max we saw a little earlier. You know, I see it on a JD Sports Instagram, which I did actually share. I'm not going to lie to you. Got gassed. But it's a shoe some of you may know, you know, a little Air Max we know and love. Bro, you see this shoe, yeah? It's kind of been tunnel vision, bro. And this shoe is one I have been waiting for, bro. Oh, look at this. This is actual in hands. Actual in hand from JD Sports. Yeah, man, I'm so gassed. I just want to know where the vibe is at though. Like, if you didn't know, you wouldn't really be able to tell like the big bubble and all of that sort of stuff. But the back, in fact, let me enlarge it a little bit. The back of the air unit is where it's the big bubble and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. Does it make a difference to everyone? Obviously, to you, Hass, or is it just like, you know what? It's kind of cool. It's nostalgic because that's what we used to have and stuff like that. What do you think, bro?
I love it. It's perfect. It's perfect, bro. You got the big bubble. It's not, you know what? I would say, I was told that the bubble's not as big as what it used to be.
No.
And I can see it from the picture as well. But it's enough there for me to be like, yeah, that is like for like, almost like for like. It's just a thing of beauty. These should never be altered or modified in any way. These should always be kept as they are. It looks amazing, especially with the big bubble as well. I love it, man. If I can double up on these, I would double up. But from what I heard from a couple of people as well, and from Talk as well, is that the numbers are going to be very limited on these.
I heard that as well, yeah.
So I think we're going to have to put the legwork in. We're going to have to put real work and effort into getting a pair of these. And if it's just a pair, then I'll just grab a pair. But yeah, what a pair to be dropping. Honestly, like this is, if you're an Air Max head, You don't even have to be an Air Max head like Brother Erkin, but an Air Max head, or you just, you know, you appreciate a decent shoe, then you have to go for the, you know, nostalgia, such, you know, enriched in such sneaker culture lore that it's just a must. It's a must.
100%. And I think, like, even if you're not a 95 guy or even a diehard Air Max guy, you're into this colorway, you're into this shoe. Like, there's so many people, even like big YouTubers and stuff, they don't review Air Max often, but they'll do like a 95 neon or a 90 infrared. And that kind of shows, you know, the sort of the level that this sneaker is at. It's iconic. It's everything an Air Max should be, you know. And I know the 95 over the years have had a lot of stigma behind it, but bro, this colorway is undeniable, man. You need at least one of this version to this colorway in your collection. Like 2020 was a myth for me, and before that, obviously, I weren't really collecting, so you know, it's always been on the radar. It's just, it's man, I really like it, man, and I'm glad the whole SB thing was a myth. Well, looks like it was just a myth. Apparently, there's undefeated pairs as well where they're going to be releasing colors and other iconic like solar reds and all those sort of colors. But again, that's just circulation and or speculation, I should say. This is done properly, man. Like, they haven't overdone it with the big bubble. It's very subtle, but it's nostalgic at the same time. You know, back in the day, like the bubbles used to bulge out of those units or the midsole, and bro, they used to pop quite a lot. I remember, like, back in the day,
smaller.
Yeah, exactly. And they used to pop a lot. And even though it wouldn't be as bad as a 720 where you're hopping along like Bambi on ice, or like trying to just gain some balance, you know, it's still noticeable, man. It's embarrassing. Like, imagine you're walking and your air units are squeaking. Like, what's going on? So yeah, they fixed it, but not too wild. Some people are like, oh, why? Some people are like, yep. And I'm definitely in the camp of, definitely loving it. Apparently, early April, we're looking at in terms of a release. I'm not too sure about like specific dates because it can always chop and change. But yeah, have you heard anything about dates, bro? I heard around 15th. That's what I've heard. I'm not too.
I heard April, but I didn't hear anything about a specific date. I'm just quite shocked this wasn't releasing as a headliner for Air Max Day. I'm just saying that, you know, re-releasing the neons, it would have been quite fitting for them to be released on Air Max Day on the 26th. Just give it to us as the main act has to be, you know.
Yeah,
but I do get it. They got to push other stuff. They're pushing through. I think the Oregon Ducks, all that stuff. The 95, 97s. They got to push through those. So I suppose they want to maximize their profits. But yeah, these are just fire, man. Whenever they drop in, I'm sure we're gonna have it in our diaries to make sure that we do everything we can to grab a pair. Even down to the box, bro. The box just looks elite as well. To some, that box might just be a box, but it looks elite, bro. Come on.
Yeah, it's true, bro. And it's just keeping that nostalgia theme going. Because last retro we had the same thing, sort of thing. It feels like there isn't much difference from what I can see. Obviously, in hand is different, like to videos and pictures. Apart from the big bubble, I'm glad though. This is a good thing. There isn't as much difference compared to last year's retro. I could be wrong. It could be a bit darker from the gradient, but from what I'm seeing here, which if I share the screen, what happened here? There we go. Can you guys see? Yeah. So yeah, this is basically comparisons to the 2018 though. So you can definitely see there's more of a bulge in the air unit at the back, and that's obviously the focus. That's the kind of unique selling point to this shoe. And we've seen it time and time again with retros of OG colorways and classic silhouettes, Jordan 1s, 90s, and so on. But yeah, I'm here for it, man. I mean, it's kind of like once you're used to that big bubble, like I think London Sneakers says it as well, like there's a lot of OG colorways or iconic colorways to the 95s that are giving the big bubble treatment here this year. So I'm here for it, man. Hass, all I'm saying, bro, is it a double up? Is it a triple up? Or what? Like, or is it a resale thing if we have to? Like, God forbid, but
I know
yeah,
now it's going to be a resale thing, bro. So don't worry about that. But it's got to be a dubs, man. I already said it. It's got to be a double up because and being a big bubble as well. Yeah, man. There's no, you don't even need to contemplate it. It's just you got to do it. But I do have some news on the drop. So they are actually dropping on the 4th of April, but in America, LA, New York, Chicago, and Key 95. I think I don't know if there's anyone from the States. Did I say that right? The wider launch is going to follow on the 18th of April. So we are looking at 18th of April.
18th, right?
Yeah,
right.
18th on sneakers. So and JD Sports as well. Sneakers, JD Sports.
Okay.
So you need to pop that in your diary. I'm the only nigga right now that can bring the game back.
Hass's gangster side's coming out there.
The info's coming from an Instagram page, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, 18th. I'm just trying to see if I can get more information, but that's what we're looking at. Anyone in the States is going to be 4th of April. So
yeah, that's pretty annoying. Can't lie, but I'm sure we'll get them soon. I think there'll probably be like a cheeky shock drop or an offspring. Do you know what I mean? Early sort of release or whatever. I also just reading this article, which I did find out about a few days ago, actually, that a Tokyo vintage store called Blue Room received a shock drop on Saturday. Yeah. So that's why there's early images and early looks and in-hand shots and stuff like that. How, why, and why, like, no disrespect, like, Tokyo, God bless you, but of all places, bro, I don't know, like, the sense is not sensing, bro. Do you know what I mean?
I don't see what the affiliation is with 95s and Japan. Obviously, in the background of that picture there, I can see the FTCs, the Vistis, and also Utah Horigomis, all three, which have a connection with Japan, right?
Yeah.
I don't see what the neons. I know Japan has a massive sneaker culture as well, but I don't know, man. I just can't see the cultural connection there with 95s and Tokyo. And I don't know. Maybe it's just us being a bit salty, maybe that we haven't got the drop over in the UK, but
definitely salty. But yeah, man, obviously, to be fair, look, if they didn't get their pairs, we wouldn't have as much detail about the shoe and how it looks, I guess. So yeah, there's that plus. But man, we need our pairs, bro. Like, it can't be another case of the 2020 retro, because that was an absolute what show, bro. Obviously, we've spoken about it before, but where pairs have fallen off a flipping crate, what do you call it, container, lost at sea, and that's why it was super limited. Then they started going for like £300, £400, £500 on the resale market. I know now £300 doesn't sound expensive on the resale market, which is mental to think where the game is at, but it might just be worth it, bro. Like, if there's any shoes this year you're going to pay resale for, not going to lie to you, I wouldn't be mad at this. Do you know what I mean? Just for the sake of me actually getting this. Like, this is probably my second favorite shoe of all time. Obviously, Infrared 90s being my first, but we need one of them, bro. Like, it's getting to a point now where I'm about to, like, just I don't know, beans on toast and then do it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully, bro, they don't get pushed back even more. And they are coming out around the April mark. What's annoying though, bro, I might not even be in the country around the time they release. So that's just like, but yeah, hopefully the country I'm in have them early anyway. So who knows? Who knows? The Turkish market, bro. We know about the bazaars over there.
Oh yeah, you see Broski going for the reps out there.
Yeah, bro. The Emax, Emax 95.
Emax 95.
Emax 95. Okay, look, we're gonna move on now, broskies. A shoe that we've kind of touched on before, but look, they're finally here now. So I guess we're gonna talk about them. It was a bit of no one really cares about this colorway, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, compared to the what would you call it? What video did I watch? It might have been this one. Yeah, so they're basically here now. And who's this girl? I don't know who she is. So if my wife's watching, I don't take no accountability. But yeah, basically there's a few in-hand shots. They look good. They do look good, but I think people are just still cheesed off about the adventure pair, the Tomb Raiders, the low polys, and it's just like, nah, I'm done. Do you know what I mean? All the gimmick and retro marketing they're giving us is sick, but I feel like it's played out at this point, bro. Like the adventure pair really annoyed so many people, and I think they did like an early release. Again, Isaiah Andrews on Instagram, he is a part of the Dot Swoosh team that helped design these pairs. We follow each other on Instagram, said it before. So he shared a lot of these things early, which is how I saw it. But yeah, a lot of people are getting them early. According to my sources, they were meant to be coming out on Air Max Day, but now it looks like the 21st of March is the official release. So yeah, I hope Air Max Day, bro. I hope Air Max Day does give us something, and it's not just these.
Wait, is this 21st in the UK as well, or?
That's what I've been hearing. Yeah, so it could be the UK has it the 26th, which is Air Max Day, but from what I've been seeing on Instagram and Twitter, 21st looks like it's the proper release because the early pairs came out already, obviously in different shops and stuff like that.
I've got to say these are for me the best ones out of the lot. I got to say,
wow, for real. Okay,
yeah, man. No, out of the two that they've already, the three that they've released, sort of thing. So yeah, it's just personal preference, bro. It's just my kind of vibe. So I know the first ones that come out, obviously, you know, it's the originals, but even the second ones were a bit weak for me. It had the whole Tomb Raider vibe. I did want those as well because they're polys and just a nice summertime vibe. But these for me are quirky. They're out there. They've got the Donkey Kong thing going on. It's like very nostalgic. The colors pop. Everything about it for me just works in terms of what I like.
Cool. It is cool. I think as well the N64 vibe, you know, what they did with the first pair and this pair is pretty sick. Second pair was a bit more PlayStation-y because of Tomb Raider and stuff. I don't know, man. I think, I think the orange, bro, it looks a bit more orange than yellow compared to pictures. I don't know what you think.
I don't know. I think looking at this now, I think it looks like a deep shade of yellow. But what I was going to say is like, I feel like the first two was a build up to this one, if you know what I mean, to sort of like the main sort of player, like
the last piece to the thing, like the biggest piece,
building up to the best one yet, sort of thing. That's just my take on it. I just feel it works really well with that yellow banana color, and then the brown hits, which you got. It's just, yeah, it's great. I was a huge fan of Donkey Kong. This reminds me of that. Bottom line is, it absolutely fits what I like on my feet. But then I like a lot of things on my feet. But these are great, man.
Yeah, they are cool, man. Even if you've not got that nostalgia to Donkey Kong and whatever else, it's still a cool colorway. I mean, they're loud. Obviously, they're not going to be for everyone. It reminds me a bit of the Royal Volts that we had on the Sneakers Day, Air Max Day last year, where a lot of people like myself were like, "Oh my days, like this is sick, like best thing since the red ones that came out the first Air Max Day." And I think it has that same vibe. It's just, it's a bit confusing, like in terms of release, and annoying that the adventure pair you had to jump through hoops and still couldn't get a pair. Allegedly, there's a bigger release for them in June.
I just hope that these don't have any sort of game attached to it, man. Just give us a pre-order or something if you're going to do that. Honestly, just let everyone that wants them, just get them on a pre-order, man. Definitely. Mad Mitch trying to pull off a fit, bro. It's not that hard, man. If you got some nice mocha sort of flavors, tops, bottoms, and then you've got a yellow hat, it's so easy to pull off, man. Trust me, you can do it. And yeah, definitely a summertime vibe if you want, even a wintertime vibe. So No, you could do it, man. Just trust me, you can do it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the marketing behind all this, man, because they haven't really. Well, I guess it's not near. Well, it is kind of near the release, but the video was cool. Like this was kind of cool, I guess. But you know, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was Hass in the video.
I thought it was me in the video, bro. What are you talking about?
The cargos and everything, like even his moves, you know how he's doing his poses. I was like, that's Hass,
bro. That is me. They based it off me. They watched the videos and they were like, yeah, we've got to base it off him.
But yeah, this is how you'd rock it though. You'd rock it with some cargos like green.
Are you saying I've got a big head?
Nah, this is before, bro. At the beginning. No, but look how they're rocking it though. It's sick. It's got like the green. I think the green works really well, amazing. Man. Yeah, it does work well.
Got like a brown color jacket on, bro. It's so I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I feel like you can style this out if you wanted to style it out. Trust me.
Okay, so they're loaded.
You got to style it out in a way where your shoes are the main sort of players. Your shoes are
the
main show. Yeah, so everything else is a bit muted. You know, your browns, maybe your yellow hat or whatever, but the shoes have to stand out. So in this video, you've got the green bottoms and everything else, and then that yellow just pops on his feet. So
yeah. That's it. You kind of got to let your outfit take a back seat for shoes like this. Like you can't overdo it and clash. You know how some people which can pull it off, don't get me wrong, but some people like they try and match the colors all the time and you just look like it's too much, bro. Like sometimes you gotta either contrast the colors of the shoes and complement the colors obviously, but let the shoes just speak. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like that. I can't explain it. It's just one of them things, like I'm talking about Hass, bro. You got loud shoes, do you know what I mean? You do it all the time.
Hey, look, I've even got
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I've got so much stuff, man.
Exactly. Ask him, bro. The thing is, it can't be an official collab, because then they'd have to pay mad amounts for the license and to use the IP, the basically the name and the official thing. So it's kind of cheeky how they've done it with all three sort of colorways. Like the Tomb Raiders was always, if you know. The first pair though didn't really have anything attached to it. It was just more retro, low poly, that kind of thing. And then they went totally left field with Donkey Kong and Big Head. They're calling it Big Head Origins. That's where the Big Head marketing's coming from with the big head basically. And yeah, I think it's cool, man. Like they've done events for it already, and I really like how they do. Look at that, bro. That is so sick, man.
Yeah, that is
Look
sick.
at that. That is so sick, bro. So yeah, it looks like a lot of people are interested in the sneakers. In the US.
Bro, it's just it's fun. It's exciting. It's bringing energy. It's not. We don't want to see, just boring solid color blocking sometimes, unless it's something that's nostalgic or whatever. But we just want to see something fun, something a bit different. Like I think this gives that flavor for young and old as well. For the youngsters, it's something a bit fun. For the older people, it's got the whole Donkey Kong thing going on. It's definitely, one for everyone, should I say.
Yeah, if you're defo, do you know what? I feel like for us, the reason we're not getting hyped for it or excited is because we're not having events like this over here for it. Do you know what I mean? I know Dot Swoosh and Nike are more American based. Well, Dot Swoosh is mostly the stuff they do. It's kind of like, you're missing out. Do you know what I mean? But I promise you, most people weren't even interested in the shoes until like an event like this happened. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, okay, do you know what? I'm into this. I'm on it. Like the shoes were kind of like a backseat. We'll go and see what it's about. As soon as they got to the event, okay, I'm copying. Or, I know someone that wants to go, I'll go tag along. And then they ended up copying or whatever. So yeah, man, it looks cool. Like the event would definitely gas me up to buy. But for right now, how's what you saying, bro? Are you copying? What are you thinking?
Yeah, 100%. I'm looking forward to these. I haven't copped the first two, obviously.
Yeah.
The first one, the red one, which was pretty much based on the OG Big Bubble from a couple of years back. Obviously, the red one I didn't cop.
Mm.
Tomb Raider I couldn't cop because that was a complete farce. And then these ones, third time lucky, man. I have to go for these ones.
Yeah,
It's just fun, man. It's just me. It's something where it's type of shoe where people will look at it and think, "Wow, what are those?" Like bit of a conversation starter, bit of a head turner, and that's completely my kind of vibe.
Have you noticed though? Yeah, judging by this video, every time that someone's playing a game, they've blocked out what they're playing. So I promise you,
Yeah,
they're playing Donkey Kong. They're playing Donkey Kong, but they can't show it. They're so smart. But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It is pretty cool. I like where they went with this. It's just the amount of stuff that's coming out. This is not like something I can do. Do you know what I mean? But excuse me, my friend's calling me. But yeah, cool shoe, man. Let me know in the chat or let us know if anyone's going for these. A lot of people are talking about the Air Max 1 Supremes. Now, I'll be honest, it's kind of like I'm bored, bro. Like I'm bored of these sort of lackluster collabs. Some people might be feeling them, but I've never really been into Supreme, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think it's gonna tickle more pickles than usual because it's Supreme, it's leather, and let me share the screen actually as well, just to see. Like they've kind of done a colorway for everyone in a sense. I think if I look at all the colorways, the one that excites me most is probably the purple one, but that looks like one of the least wearable ones you can go for. And that, look, I'm not trying to appease anyone, but I could rock it, no problem. But I'm just talking about most people are going to go for either the white or the black just to keep it safe. The black, though, I've got to say, Slawn, take note, bro. I know they haven't done too much on it, but you don't need paint splatter to make it work. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. You can definitely tell that's a collab just by the mini Nike swoosh, the hits of Supreme, obviously, the bits at the back. Has, bro, talk to me, man. Have you seen these floating around or are you like oblivious to it kind of thing?
No, I've seen everything online. Listen, I'm on it 24 hours a day, man. Even when I'm working, I keep note of everything. But I have seen these. I'm glad they're releasing like different colors and stuff. I'm just hoping with this Supreme drop that it's not going to be too difficult because we know how notoriously difficult it is to cop from Supreme's app. Bro, it's a myth. On that app, it's a myth. I know from the Rammelsy SBs that they released last year, that was a myth. Just went on there, poof, like just gone straight away. But I'm hoping there's a wider release through sneakers as well as the Supreme app. But yeah, these... For me, there's a bit of something for everyone. The white ones, I'm looking there. I just wish they had a couple of like red hits on there as well, because I know obviously with red Supreme and stuff, like on the heel area, they could have had that stitched in red. Maybe that's just me. But yeah. But like I said, it's something for everyone. For me, I'm more leaning towards the black or the purples. The yellows are nice as well. But I will say it's not priority at the moment. Yeah.
I know what you mean. I feel like what puts me off is because it's Supreme. Like I know that sounds contradictory because it's a collab, it's hype, it's this and that. But I feel like there's a reason I've never gone for Supreme stuff because it's been the box logo, box T logo, whatever. Like I'm just like, oh, bro, like, I'm not 15, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm cool, but it's Supreme. It has that attachment to it for people. For me, I'm not really bothered. Like, and someone said it in the chat, like the shape does seem a bit, I don't know what to make of it, man. I'm not going to be that guy like, oh my God, the shape's off, like that guy. But there's definitely the shape. Like something's up with the shape. It's not traditional Air Max 1. It's more boxy kind of, I can't really put my finger on it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The black is definitely doing it for me though. The black and the purple, I think as well. Purple is probably more my cup of tea because it's loud enough, but it's also somewhat wearable. Do you know what I mean? Maybe some white laces to go with it. I think I would smash it, to be honest.
Break it up, yeah.
Yeah. Yellow's not too bad. Again, if you put white laces in there, I think it would change the shoe. it's just all of them. You kind of have to like not make an excuse for, but like be like, okay, the white's too boring, the black is sick, but you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just waffling here, but still, I mean, they're cool, man. They are cool, but
The white ones definitely need a splash of red on there.
yeah, they've got a bit on the tongue, don't they? But I think that's
or even
it.
outsole. I think if they made the outsole red,
that would have been sick.
Yeah, that would absolutely slap. But I don't know, man. I just think Supreme could have done more with such a big silhouette, such as the Air Max 1.
Yeah.
Even making the air unit on those white ones red would have just been would have been enough. It would be like, okay, you know,
that mini Nike swoosh. Imagine that red, bro. That would have flipped the whole shoe. But yeah, I think not for me. Not for me. No disrespect to anyone that likes these or that are going for them. It's just, I think with so much coming out, and not to say I'm going to hit on everything, I'm definitely not. It's just I've got so much in my head, like I'm going for already. And when shoes come out of the woodwork, like all of a sudden, and there's trying to be a bit of a buzz behind it, and it's a brand that I've not really messed with, I'm kind of like,
this is it. This is it.
Yeah.
If you're a big fan of Supreme, then you're going to want these. And that's what it will come down to with certain brands, with collaborations. It will come down to not that massive, not that big a fan of the silhouette, but I'm a fan of the collaborator, so I'm going to have it. So,
yeah, man. But look, it is what it is. If anyone's going for them, obviously good luck. Someone's just said about the tongue, actually, and that's kind of a good shout. It does look nice and padded, whereas normal Air Max 1s are a bit thinner, you know? So, yeah, whoever's going for them, enjoy, man. That's all I've got to say. But, yeah, not for me. That's all I've got to say. Right, we're going to just move on, though, to a shoe that has been leaked. Now, allegedly, they're not coming out for a while, maybe next year, maybe this year, who knows? But there have been some in-hand shots, I think it's this one, of a pair of Chicago's coming out. Now, how many things are coming up here? No, you're taking a mick here. Yeah. Is it too soon, bro? Is it too soon from the Lost and Founds, the Unions, the Spider-Mans, the whatever else we're looking to get, the Chicago one lows as well? Is it too soon, or is it kind of like, okay, it's going to be an 85 cut. It's going to be not a Reimagines, not a Lost and Found. Maybe it's just something that the 85 sort of going with. We've had the breads. Obviously, the lows have been killing it as well. What are you saying, Has, bro?
Yeah, I think it's just let us breathe, man. Just let us breathe. Because it's just too much. Like we've had the 85 breads.
Yeah.
We've had the ones, the Air Jordan ones. We've had the Unions come out obviously yesterday. All red, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I love AJ1 Chicago's, but it's just too much, man. It's too much. And I know these are an 85 cut, but give it a bit of distance, give it a bit of time. Let's digest everything else. I think they look great. They look amazing. But am I going to prioritize this over everything else that's coming out at the moment? No. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs at the moment just here where, you know, do I really want to add a 5th one at the moment? I don't know, man. I just think it's too soon. I love the shoe, but I just think it's too soon. There's other things that I want to prioritize that I really want.
Yeah, I know what you mean. As much as, for me, the Chicago is the best Jordan 1 in terms of colorway, color blocking. Obviously, bread toes, obviously breads, obviously black toes. Like, they're all iconic collabs and stuff, fragments, yada, yada. But there is a limit, bro. Like, as much as we ranted on about Sneaker Den, talking about the Vault and everything last week, when it comes to things like this, he does have a point. Now, Chicago's have been played out on mids, on lows, on highs, you know, whatever. But there is a limit. Like, even non-sneakerheads are like, oh my God, is that another one? Do you know what I mean? Like, compared to even what we're saying. But look, I've got the Spider-Mans, the latest ones across the Spider-Verse. I've got the Lost and Founds. Do I need another one? No. Am I probably going to go for it? I probably will, like the mug that I am. But it's kind of like, is it a necessity? No. But is it different at the same time? No and yes, because it's an 85 cup. So materials might be different. Colorway is obviously the colorway. Like we can't like waffle about that. But there's going to be a lot of people, probably like myself, like, why are we getting this? At the same time, we're still going to go for them. Do you know what I mean? It's one of the, it's like the breads, bro. Like a lot of people were probably saying the same thing, but as soon as marketing started coming around, soon as we started seeing some early in-hand shots and stuff, like they still went for them. You know, it's kind of one of them things, man. OG colorways to iconic shoes, whether you are into Jordans or not, like it's probably going to be, you're probably going to get sucked into it in some way or form. Do you know what I mean? But too soon, man. Maybe end of the year where it's slowed down a lot, or even early next year, you know, because it is the 40th anniversary to Jordan brand. So maybe they're trying to give us everything to the point where next year we're just done with Jordan or whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm rambling, but I don't know.
I'd rather than these, I can see the UNCs on the right hand side there. I'd rather have those right now than these right now, because that UNC colorway is amazing. I love that UNC color on the top. I don't know if you can click on it, but it says 10th of May is coming out. Yeah, 10th of May.
Oh, this is just an early thing. Oh, diffuse blue. Don't even get me started on that again. Oh, white cements. I forgot about these as well. This is what I'm saying. You lot are talking about Supreme Air Max 1s, bro, when stuff like this are dropping. Please, no offense, but it can't be done, man. Like, we're not made of money, bro. Like
those white cements are great, though.
Oh,
undefeated. Yeah.
Aman Allahum, bruv. Aman Allahum. Honestly,
tell me about it.
Oh, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Oh, my pockets are twitching as we're speaking, bro.
Bro, Black Cats.
Don't go any more further down.
I'm clicking back, bro.
Right, end the stream.
Dave, end the stream, Dave. Nah. Oh, here we go. Finally, we got there.
Yeah, UNCs, man. I'd rather have the UNCs, man. At this moment in time, we've had so many Chicago colorways. I think.
Do you know what though? This looks like a reimagined Lost and Found vibe. I don't know if you guys can see that on stream. I'm trying to zoom in a bit more.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Yeah,
that cracked sort of leather vibe.
Cracked leather vibe on the top. Yeah.
Decent, I'm not mad though. I'm not mad. Yeah, I'm not mad at that, to be honest. It's just you don't know how the yellowing is to the midsole.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing as well. And it looks like they've got the aged midsole there as well. Slightly aged, should I say.
And the tongue as well, I want to say. I don't know. But bro, who is this guy that gets early shots like years before they come out? He's always got this weird socks on. Who is this guy? He's everywhere.
But he's in the know, obviously.
Yeah. It's mad.
I'm gonna need a loan for these releases,
bro. I'm gonna need a loan on the loan, bro. I'm gonna need a loan to pay off the loan. It's that bad, man. But
crazy.
Yeah, it's a mad one, bro. Do you know what? Like, I think we've not even spoken about. I know last stream we did, but like the Amamanier drop, bro. That's right around the corner. What 24th? I think 24th they mentioned, because when I entered the raffle for the 95s, by the way, broskis, the raffle's still up on the Amamania website, so check it out if you want. But that's right around the corner. Diffuse blue, obviously the 95s. I don't even want to know about import fees on those, bro, but the 95s have to come home.
Bro, is it me or Amamania only releasing collections now? Like, they don't release just one shoe. It's like, shoes, there's 3 shoes for you. Like, you know, like, calm down a bit. Like,
do you know what? Though? I think
release every time. It's like, here's an Air Force One, here's a Jordan 3, and here's a Jordan 4. It's like, whoa. Like, how?
You know what it looks like to me? I think they probably had so much in the pipeline that they were held back a bit, and they just have to kind of just release them as a pack. Do you know what I mean? It's weird, bro. It is weird. But Okay, so Kill Switch.
The guy modeling the shoes is Yankee Kicks. The man
Yankee
in the know.
Kicks. Okay. Probably Kill Switch's cousin, man, because he knows everything with their kicks as well. Kill Switch's cousin. But yeah, no, shout out to Kill Switch, man. It's a tough one, bro. We've got so much that is allegedly cut. Oh my god, the Gamma Blues, bro. The Gamma Blues.
Sick.
No.
They do look sick.
For me, that's my favorite 11.
I would have.
Yeah.
100%.
This is my favorite 11, man.
Look at honestly. That. Look at that translucent sole as well. The outsole.
So good, bro. So good. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Zed's sneakerheads. Because I always see his little little scribble on the pictures that he shows or whatever. Great Pure Money Freeze and Rare Airs. So the Rare Airs, bro. Oh
yeah, Rare Airs. That's the ones that I'm going for. As you can see, I've been manifesting. I've swapped my laces on my reimagined
I saw that
Jordan 4s to blue. I'm manifesting it, bro. I'm manifesting it.
I saw it, bro. It worked though, because I was like, wait, did he get them already? And I was like, oh, okay.
There was a lot of people commenting. It's like, yeah, we're getting the Rare Air vibes. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah. No, that's sick, man. These are just Jordans alone, though. Like what's coming out, the undefeateds as well.
Undefeateds look
insane, bro.
I don't know how true it is, right? I mean, look at that tongue as well.
The patches come off and
just looks so sick. Are they releasing this with Nike Air and Jordan sign respectively, or is that just a rumor? Because we started last year. There was leaks last year saying that they're going to release 2 versions. I can't see that personally. I think they'll go with one or the other. If I'm being honest with you, because I just think. Yeah, I think it's just going to create too much. Why would they release 2 different versions? I'm not really.
Do you know what, bro? With Nike and Jordan brand, like nothing surprises me at all. Like to squeeze whatever milk we have left in our teats, bro, they're going to just do anything. Like they're probably going to be like, okay, they wanted. they want undefeated 4s. All right, we're gonna release them as a pack, so you have to buy one, and you can't you have to get the other 2, like the other one.
I'm with Asim on this one, right? I'll take either.
Yeah.
Or like Air. I mean, as long as everything else is the same, I'll take either or. So Asim, I'm with you on that one, bro. But OG is the jump man. Mike Air VN is absolutely right. It is, but the Nike Air does look sick on the back of Jordan 4s. I'm not gonna.
Do you know what? I think the OG purists are gonna be like, no, need the jump man. It's the original. But again, I think we're all sort of like OG colorways or like collabs upon collabs have the Nike Air. So it's like, either way, like in this case with undefeated 4s, you don't know stock numbers and stuff just yet. And I'm not sure if this is the actual 2025 version. So don't quote me, but yeah, I think either way you can't go wrong, bro. Like if you can even get your hands on a pair, because we know how messed up some if it's first come first serves and all of this and that. I don't know, man. Let's see, bro.
Cordella just striking more fear into our hearts there as well with her comment saying, and this is just night. Who knows what New Balance, Asics, and Saucony have coming the rest of the year. Cordella, you didn't need to remind us of that. Come on.
We know.
Cool. But I was thinking about this earlier today as well. I'll chat back. We'll stop that. I can do without. I mean, I've got the 3.0, so I'm cool for now. But
yeah.
I don't know.
They're nice though. But I think what it is though, bro. I think because the shattered backboards are so iconic, like the first ones.
Oh yeah.
I don't think even this retro is gonna do it justice because the first ones that the level was unreal. Like I've never owned a pair. I've seen them in hand. I'm like, oh my days, bro. Like when you feel that leather and then say you're trying to retro it with this, you know what leather's like on Jordans nowadays. I don't know. I feel like it's just going to be a bit of, okay. Now, obviously the colorway is iconic at this point and stuff, but
that's the thing. It depends on how much Nike want to release stock wise. So if they're going really high stock, then as we all know, the quality is going to suffer. We know this.
Yeah.
We know this. But obviously, this is like when you're saying to me the quality on the shattered backboards, the leather, different quality, limited numbers at the time. So, and they made the quality so much better back then. But now, when they're retro stuff, it's like the military blues. Great example, right? They released like over 150,000 pairs or whatever it was. And everyone was saying, oh, the quality is whack, quality is this, quality is that. Yeah, but they're releasing a lot of shoes. So they have to sort of compensate somewhere. I hope it's not the case. And maybe the fact that things are a bit limited, even the stuff that are coming out now are limited, maybe just shows that they are placing more emphasis on quality and not sort of, blurring the lines a little bit.
I think there has to be a balance, especially with certain releases and shoes. Like, for example, the shoes that you wore, the Reimagined 4s, the breads, bro, surprisingly, that leather's really good. Like, for a Reimagined and, for a 4, I was like, wow, like, why is everyone upset about this? Do you know what I mean? But obviously, people want a new buck, whatever. But I think if you really want to get people geared up for a shoe, and it's always that double-edged sword of more numbers, so chance to get it are even better, versus less numbers, better quality, QC, materials and stuff like that. There has to be that balance though, innit? Where it's like you release a certain amount of numbers where a lot of people who want them can get them, and also have somewhat quality. Like, we're not asking for a cowl, in my living room on my feet, but just, nice leather, nothing too plasticky or whatever. Like, so yeah, man, it's
But the Reimagined, I mean, you know how much I wore my Reimagined last year, and one of my most worn shoes, and this year as well. And the leather on it is still untarnished. It's amazing. It's still pristine.
Yeah.
They've done such a great job on that shoe, man. Hence why it was my sneaker of the year last year as well, amongst other things. But what Reimagined, it's probably my favorite Reimagined shoe of last year.
Yeah, and do you know what? I think you're right, bro. Like, I'm not even mad at that shoe being your sneaker of the year. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing, bro. Sorry, bro. What was you gonna say?
No, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. No, because even I'm gonna add in, I know it's kind of left field. People didn't really care about that shoe, like, or most people, but the Amaminia Freeze, bro, like, was clear of the black cements, and it's like shoes like this, they were a lot more pairs than we had kind of thought, so people could get them. That's why probably they sat. But yeah, it was surprising, man. Collabs like that need to have leather on that level. Do you know what I mean? The Fuse Blue again. Now we're looking at it. I think this shoe's going to surprise a lot of people. Yes, it's probably coming out the wrong time, sort of in between Air Max month and whatever else is coming out, SBs and the SB4s and stuff. If we get a UK release, I'm definitely going for these, but I'm not chancing it with the import fees on these, bro. Like, I'm just about doing it for the 95.
I think these will be available here, simply because I'm going by last year's trend, right? We didn't get half as many drops this time last year, right?
No way. Yeah, exactly.
So many coming out, and then the Amamania Freeze sat last year, right? They did. You could get them in outlets and stuff. If you were lucky, you had your size. So I think these, because of the amount that we're getting at the moment, I think they'll release and they'll sit as well. Not that I'm not saying they're worthy of sitting, or they're rubbish or anything like that. I don't. I think they're great, but I just feel like they'll get caught in between everything else that's going on at the moment, and I think we'll have the opportunity to cop a pair for retail. Sorry.
Yeah, and the thing is, there were even pairs of the Freeze. I think the Freeze. I didn't really see the 4s or 95s, but I think the Freeze on the resale market were probably below retail in some sizes and stuff, which is crazy. Like, in fact, myself, bro, I picked up a 9.5 UK for 145 or something, 150 by accident.
Yeah,
you kind of just leave a low ball bid, and then it gets accepted, and then I just sold it for retail. I was like, do you know what? I'll make a little bit of money. I didn't need them because I bought yeah, like I bought them by accident and then just sold them for retail. So that was that. But yeah, just obviously the whole point of this was the Chicago's. Now it is kind of thing like a kind of a thing where I've said it so many times. If you're giving OG colorways to us, just change it. It doesn't have to be drastic. Like I really loved what they did with the black toes, with the sample, sample pair, with the Air Jordan on the side, with the wicked box and paper, stuff like that. I love that sort of stuff. Like if you're giving us OG colorways, it was a reimagined as well, which worked. Yeah, I'm here for it. But make it worth it. Make it worthwhile if we're spending £200, close to even more sometimes. Like if we're going to be spending that sort of money on a Jordan, that's not comfortable most likely. And yeah, the leather's always going to be questionable no matter what. Just give us something of it to be worthy in our collection as opposed to a lost and found or something different or similar, I should say. But yeah, so is that definitely off the cards, bro? That Chicago colorway?
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna skip for this year. I know there's gonna be hyper around it again because it's Chicago and it's an 85 cut. No doubt there's gonna be a decent amount of marketing behind it as well. But it's priorities, man. There's so many priorities this year. So
plus you got the unions, bro.
And the unions as well. For me, yeah, the unions were a must, and I'm glad I got those. So yeah, I've got too many at the moment. Like you, I've got the Spider-Verse as well.
Oh, you got them as well? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got them as well. I got that. I actually got that on EA as well last year.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I want to give those a miss. I think for this year, unless I don't know. You know what happens? Your finger accidentally slips, and then you end up getting a pair. Unless something like that happens, then
yeah. Do you know what though? Like we say this, bro, and like we said it about the unions. We're like, no, it doesn't work. Like shadow, that just looks off, and then all of a sudden, you see a few good pictures in hand. The leather's looking buttery. Can't believe it's not butter, and then it's like, yep, we're going for 'em. Early access, gassed.
Yeah.
Kill switch, 3 pairs minimum. Do you know what I mean? Like it's sick, man. It's sick, but shout out kill switch again.
3 birds with 1 shot.
Bro, this geezer, honestly, man. Shout out to kill switch. He's killing it. Hat-trick hero.
Shay's in the house. Shay.
Big up Shay, man. Hey Shay, you're a DJ, yeah? That's sick, bro. I see his Instagram. That is sick.
He's a chef DJ.
Chef DJ. Listen, mate. That's a great combo. That is a great combo. Right, we're gonna move on though. A bit more Air Max talk, and this one, I don't know, man. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can, bro. But Hass, you sent me this one.
Don't blame the messenger.
You sent me this, bro. What's it called? Burgundy red. What would you call it?
Yeah, I think it's like a burgundy crush or red or whatever it is. I don't know.
Who had it up? Was it FD? Might have been FD.
FD had it up first, so shout out to FD from the future, by the way. That man's smashing it at the moment. But yeah, he brought up images
here we go, yeah,
of a third colorway to the Sloan Air Max 90s. So obviously we had the whites, we had the blacks, and apparently now there's an unreleased burgundy version, which is just the burgundy version. So it's nice enough, like the color's nice enough, but is it any different to the other two in terms of design and aesthetics? I don't know. I'm not so sure, but it's okay. I definitely think the eyelets at the top, the gold bits work better with this burgundy version.
Yeah. FD, bro, this guy is a joker.
Yeah, he's hilarious, man. He's hilarious. But yeah, I don't know, man. What are you saying? I know you weren't a big fan of the Sloan collection.
Nah,
not a big fan of this one either.
Do you know what, bro? Man, it's just lazy, bro. Like, look, don't get me wrong. Probably out of all 3 colorways, this is the best because it's not black or white and it's safe, and you can see probably better that it's a collab. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, speckled stuff. The Nike swoosh is kind of different. Like, it stands out, I guess, a bit better, I should say. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Again, you don't know how much creative control they had on it. I know what he tried to do, but I think it's more of a collector's item / resale thing. It's not like you're gonna. I don't, in my head anyway. Like, probably wrong, but I really don't think I'm gonna see a lot of people with these on, like the red, the black, the burgundy, I should say, and the white. I know, obviously, even Luke Skywalker is sometimes in the chat. He's still waiting for his pair, bro, which released a few weeks ago at this point now, where you had to buy a piece of paint in a sculpture, and then you had a chance to buy the Air Max 90s. So, yeah.
Wow.
It's mad. No, wait, is he? I think he didn't get the shoes, actually. My bad. So he didn't get the shoes, but he's still waiting for his picture and all that. So he's trying to claim like fraud on his account. He's like, nah, bro, I'm not waiting for no crappy sculpture, bro. I'm getting my money back. But yeah, it's funny, man. Sloan, big up to you, bro. Obviously, you're doing your thing, but it's just not for me. Like, I'm trying to be as respectful as I can, but as honest as I can as well. Like, probably the best out of the three, if this does release, might be your friends and family or whatever. But it's still not doing much for me, bro. I'll be honest.
You can not like something and not be disrespectful. Like, it doesn't mean that you're being disrespectful. You're allowed not to like something. So, if it was me releasing these shoes and someone said, I'm not really feeling these, it's just not enough for me, I'd be like, fair enough. That's fine. Everyone's going to have different opinions at the end of the day. But taking nothing away from Sloan and what he's doing at the moment, because he's absolutely smashing it with everything that he's doing right now. So, he deserved his collaboration and everything else. But if it's a Nike thing, Nike, please let this man do his thing on your shoes. Just let him have free reign to do whatever he wants, because I'm sure there was some sort of cap on his creativity with these 90s. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Because it looks
too safe.
Yeah, if you said to Sloan, and I don't know him personally, but I can see from everything that he's doing, such a creative mind. Yeah. If you said to Sloan, right, we're going to give you these shoes, do whatever you like. We'll go over it afterwards, maybe refine a few things, but you have full creative responsibility over these shoes. I'm sure it'll be a lot different than what we're seeing right now. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah.
And that's me. That's a huge compliment to Sloan, because I believe that he's very creative in what he's doing.
Yeah, definitely. Excuse me. I think you said it on a couple streams ago, bro. Like, it's similar to the Little Yachty thing, where Little Yachty tried to go on like his Air Forces are the best thing since, sliced bread, but he only had his little logo there, and it was like, all right, bro, we get it. You're rooting for your team and your brand and stuff, but did he get as much creative control as we're led to believe? And it could be the same as the Slawns. Like, I think even Skepta ended up leaving Nike because of it, bro. Like, with all the great work he did and colorways and collabs that he did with Nike, I think he got fed up to a certain extent of how much control he didn't have. Even Kanye, bro, he ended up leaving Nike for Adidas because he didn't get royalties and he didn't have as much creative control as he wanted to in the end. So, we just don't know. Like, we can sit here and slag off a brand and a collaboration, but from a brand's point of view, in terms of Nike, like, they have to protect their brand as well. Imagine they're inviting every Tom, Dick, and Ahmed, to collab on something, and it turns out absolute rubbish. Like, it's gonna have a knock-on effect to Nike. Do you know what I mean? Like, but anyway, look, enough beat around the bush. These are, as someone described, was it these or the Amamaniers? Someone described on a certain live stream. No, sorry, it was the Amamaniers. Someone called them, bro, the purse snatcher 9000s. The Amamanier 95s. Nah, bro. I can't remember if they were talking about these or the Amamaniers, but I'm sure it was the Amamaniers, bro. That is the best name I have heard, bro.
That's sick. Sick.
That is hilarious. But sounds like something, the Nimbus 3000,
Nimbus
2001, or whatever.
3000, Harry Potter,
Yeah,
innit?
that's
Jeez.
so funny, man. But look, the Cortez, man. Talk to me, bro. Is it again playing it safe? Is it a must cop? Did we need another one following the iconic trilogy? I need to give the floor to Haas, man, because I don't know. I still need to process this, bro. What are you saying?
Look, I think if you ask me, if the first 3 wasn't released and this was the first iteration that Cortez is giving us, we'd all be saying, damn, yeah, I've got to have these. But he's released 3 other colorways. The first 3 all sick in their own right. We all love those. And now we're getting another one which is pretty much the same, but all black and yellow. So I don't know, man. Don't get me wrong, they look decent, but again, am I desperate for these? No. Would I have them? Yes. But again, I think it's just going to be swallowed amongst all the other hype at the moment, which is out there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's aesthetically, I love black and yellow, especially the kind of yellow on these shoes. But again, it's a shoe that if I don't cop, I'm fine with, or if there's something else coming out that I really want, I'd go for those over these. But I just think like the success of the first 3 maybe should stay as it is. Like, right, we released the first 3, let's give you something else. We released the Hirashis. Okay, so let's try and do something else. But it's sort of going back to where it all started, I believe, because he ventured out, done the 3 Hirashis that he's done, the white, the grey, and the black. And then it's like, it's gone full circle. And it's like, okay, we're going to release the 95 again, but in the black and yellow version. And it's like, okay, maybe something a bit different. But yeah, they might have a Wu-Tang 95s. Yeah, it does give me that vibes as well.
Yeah.
But would you say these are lazy from Cortez? I know you love Cortez as much as I do.
Oh yeah, big fan of Cortez, man. But
exactly.
There's a but in it. There is a but, bro. That's the problem. Look, these are clean. Like, it's just. I think Prozac said it to me off camera. Yeah, when basically before you go live, you have a little chit chat, and then you go live or you record the podcast. That's what we did. So we was talking about these, and he felt like, when an artist is going through their contracts and they're just getting squeezed out by the label, this is what he kind of described it as. It's like, this is a cash grab from the label, as in Nike. Like, maybe this was one in the archives that they cooked up early and just decided to go for the first 3 because they were more exciting, colorful, more appealing. This one just looks like a bit of a cash grab, bro. Like, and what, not that it looks bad, it looks amazing. Don't get me wrong. It's just what it tells me is the time of releasing this shoe, like in April. So you're telling me if this was planned, they missed out all of winter, all of autumn to release it in the spring coming up to summer. An all black near enough and a bit of yellow Air Max 95. That's where it's thrown me off a bit. Like, obviously, I could be Inspector Morse in it and just waffling and overthinking, but I do like them still. Like, I can't not like them because, one, it's a 95. Like, the Essential 95 all black is one of my most worn shoes of all time. And if it's got a collab attached to it, an all black 95 with little hits of color, man, who am I to say anything else? It's just, the only thing I would say, like, yes, it's not the most exciting colorway, and it's just the timing of it feels off, and it doesn't feel like, for me, it doesn't feel like it makes sense. That's the only thing I can say. Obviously, I'm going for it. Timing isn't the best because you're going to have neon 95s coming out. These are coming out in April. So yeah, Cortez says Cortez Air Max 95 Honey Blacks, April 2025. Shambles of a release in terms of timing because you got, like I said, OG neon 95s, pink foams around the corner.
Air Max Day.
Air Max Day's gone, and then it's like, I don't know. And as Clint, we know Clint by now, bro, how calculated he is with his releases, his thought process, his guerrilla marketing, as they call it. That's what makes me think this isn't a Clint release or like a Clint way of doing the release. Maybe scheduling, maybe the Hirachis push this back a bit. I don't know. I'm overthinking maybe, but that's the only nitpick, bro. The shoe is sick. It's just not as exciting as a Cortez would be normally. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is what I was trying to say essentially. Like, I would have the shoes any day. I'd rock them any day. But
yeah,
in terms of everything else that's coming out, it all comes down to what do I want more? You know, with so many other things coming out, there's other stuff that I'd want more over these. And we've already had similar versions of these with the other 3 that he released. So from that standpoint, it could be a no from me. But yeah, I love black and yellow. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love black and yellow, especially what Cortez has done with these 95s. They look sick, but it's not really a priority for me.
Yeah, it's because you know what's funny, bro? I'm just laughing to myself because every release we're talking about wrong timing. But bro, because Jordan Brand are having their 40th anniversary, Air Max 95s and 90s are having their anniversaries. 95s, we know what they done last year, so it was only a matter of time before they started kicking on this year. Bro, it's an absolute madness, bro, because how many anniversaries of iconic brands or sneakers can you have in 1 year? Like, it's trying to spread it out, and we're trying to save money for the next drop, and then this drop comes out and we're like, oh man, I've just saved enough for this drop, and then it's like, everything's wrong timing, bro. Just push this back 2-3 years for us, man, at least. But yeah, there's so many sneakers that are coming out around the same time, but there's also sneakers we know that are just going to come out the woodwork and just going to throw us all off. There's going to be collabs. There's going to be OG colorways to silhouettes we're like craving for. Can you imagine this year, bro? They give us an infrared 90 after all of that.
Oof, wow.
Because it's the 30th anniversary. What was it? 30th anniversary?
It could happen. Yeah. 35th.
35th. We've done that last time. 35th. But yeah, it's a crazy one, man. It is a crazy one. But yeah, for me, who never got a sniff, bro, didn't get a sniff of the other colorways to the Cortez 95s. I'd happily settle for these, man. I think in terms of rocking them, some cargo, camo cargos, you know, camouflage cargos like that you rocked the other day, Kicks and Coffee.
Yeah.
Or some green, maybe khaki would work. I think khaki would work. Black would be cool, but again, you kind of want to spice it up because it's an all black sneaker anyway.
Yeah. You want to let the shoes be the style. Yeah, it will go great. It will go great with the camos. Even black joggers as well go nice, you know, or black cargos. Definitely.
Yeah. It'll be interesting though, because I think because it's kind of like a wrong time, wrong place kind of shoe, whatever, like time in, and the colorway isn't the most exciting. It will be very interesting to see what he does in terms of like the drop and merch and like bundles and stuff. Because you know, last time with the Hirachis, what goodies he gave us or didn't give us in some people's case, keychains and stuff like that. You just don't know because, like I think from the marketing, it looks like he done a lot of stuff in Brazil. I could be wrong. Like you can see favelas.
There's a lot of stuff going on in Brazil. Handing out shoes to the kids and stuff, the young kids out there. I don't know if he was in the favelas or not, but it's like the marketing again. It looked like it was decent marketing behind it. Not your usual sort of Cortez marketing, but it seemed like it was a bit more clean cut and professional. And a way which sort of Nike wanted to do things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be wrong. I don't know, but it just seemed like to me it wasn't your typical sort of Cortez marketing. not compared to what we've seen already.
Yeah, I think so as well. And what makes me kind of like not pull it out there, but like just say this was kind of not leftovers. I don't want to say like it's a bad thing because it's still a sick shoe, but it's kind of like an afterthought of a shoe that was probably in production early, and then there was a last minute change. Oh, let's do these 3 colorways. And this kind of got put to the side, and eventually Nike maybe have said, okay, we've made X amount of them, so we're still going to release them, but let's release them when there's nothing else going on for you at the moment, or where you're happy to release them. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, because we all thought this shoe was going to be the next one compared to even the Huarache, and then the Huarache came out, and then yeah, here we are. But look, we've spoken a lot, man. This shoe though, chat, let us know. Is it one you're trying to add? Is it one you're kind of just blasé about? Like, are you excited about? Is it a back burner shoe like we're kind of making it out to be? Because there's so much coming out around the same time. And yeah, this year, bro, someone said to me, they were like, this year you might have to just do half a year and just forget the last part of the year and just be like, no, I'm not even going to think about what's coming out, man. But
we know that's not going to happen, though. Let's be honest.
It's definitely not
going to happen. But the other one we need to talk about, I think, is the pink foam has been gathering a lot of interest.
Yeah.
So the Air Max 95, again, we're staying on the Air Max 95s, but the pink foams, obviously, famously or infamously made famous by Her Highness Kim K. There she is.
Oh, yes.
There she is. Calm down, bro. Calm down.
Zooming in too much, I am.
Yeah, too much zoom there. But yeah, pink foams coming out soon. I don't know how limited these are going to be, but definitely a colorway that slaps. What we're saying, bro? Are you feeling these or?
I am, but I think we spoke about earlier on in the year where it's like, yeah, definite cop, this, that. Allegedly, it's going to be a big bubble iteration. So most of the 95s this year, Solar Reds, allegedly. The orange, I can't remember the official name, but the orange pair is coming out as well. They're going to be having all the big bowl treatments. And I'm torn, man, because a part of me is kind of expecting the worst with the OG neon. So I'm like, okay, if I can't get the neon or straight away and I'm biding myself time for the resale market, God forbid, but that happens, I might even just settle for a different sort of OG or like classic colorway for now. Pink foams, defo, sick colorway, one of the best in my opinion, but it's not like on the level of a neon or the Solar Reds or so. Yeah, it could be for me, maybe a shoe I settle with until I get the neons. If like worst case scenario, like I can't be getting like all these colorways that look a bit similar and then just a different colorway kind of thing. So yeah, there's that, but still clean. Even better that it's a big bubble, allegedly. And yeah, man, it's a very wearable colorway. Summer, like throughout winter, everything. It's just, yeah, my heart, bro. My heart is just set on the neon, man. The neon green. How about you, bro? Are you looking to get these or?
I was on the fence, to be honest. I do love the colorway, to be honest. But like you said, the neons are like the top priorities. Like, when you get tunnel vision and it's like tunnel vision towards the neons, that's the priority. Now, obviously, there's a high chance that we might not get the neons. In the instance that we don't get the neons, these could turn out to be a good second prize. But, like you said, there's going to be the Solar Reds coming out and everything else. I just want to know how far apart they're going to be because, like, if these are coming out first and then, like, 3 months later, we'll get the Solar Reds and everything else, I'll go for these, bro. 100%.
Yeah.
Even these would go. I'll be honest, right? There's not much that doesn't go with green cargos, man.
Yeah, it's honestly, so true, bro.
Even these would drop with green cargos. Honestly, it would.
Yeah. Bro, I've got about 4 pairs of green cargos, bro, all in different shades. Like
yeah, same.
Like olive and it's mad. it's mad.
It just drops. There's certain pairs where you just anything you put on with them, it goes. But
yeah,
Mike,
just saying
it was a women's release back then. But yeah, who cares, man? We say it's a unisex.
That's it, innit? That's it, man.
You know,
McLeod's right. It's called the Mandarin. That's the one I was thinking. Yeah. So okay. So look, we're gonna move on though to another Air Max 95, but this one hasn't been confirmed. It's just interesting if this is meant to be happening. It's kind of a collection. Now, the undefeated Air Max 95s. Imagine we get this, bro. Nah, I'm just bro. Like I'm just thinking, I'll probably try to go for at least 3 out of 4. Do you know what I mean? Because the neons, 100%, bro, 100%.
Bro, look
But
at
then
those
you got this,
ones, man.
Oh man, this is what I'm saying, bro. They're coming for us, man. This year,
bro. All 4 look sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All 4 look sick. These purple, bluey, that burp. Oh,
I know, bro.
Nice, it looks great. I think these are coming. I don't think it's much of a rumor because I've seen a lot on it now. So I think these are going to come. And if they're doing all 4 colorways like this, then yeah,
problem. It is a problem.
I might have to live with no kidneys, bro. You know what I mean?
On a life support machine, bro. Shout out to NHS
with the heart monitor on the next stream, bro.
Man, it's a madness. But look, I'm just glad because who's saying November? Les is saying November apparently. So if that's the case, I'm just glad I don't celebrate Christmas. That's all I'm saying because this year would have been Grinch. There's no Christmas this year.
Christmas is cancelled, man.
Honestly, bro. But all of them, bro. All of them. But the orange for me and the neon green are the ones that stand out the most. But bro, I'm just pointing it out there, chat and Has. Imagine we've gone from no neons to 2 different neon 95s in the collection. Just imagine that. Paint that picture. Put the energy out there. Kill switch. Say a prayer, bro. Because you got, you know what I'm saying? You got that luck, bro. You know what I mean? You and Has just say a prayer for us.
We're gonna see kill switch with all 4 pairs.
Bro.
Double
up on all of them.
We'd have to, you know what? We'd have to get a kill switch on the stream, man, with all 4.
Nah, if he does, honestly, bro.
It has to happen, honestly. Like,
man. Can you imagine though, bro? Like, so I'm trying to read what it's saying. Nothing about release date, but definitely in 2025 is saying so far. But bro, even like normally things like the tiling, I know it's undefeated, but things like that where it's too collabby, would annoy me. But this doesn't, bro. Like this really looks cool.
I think where the Supreme is going across is quite uniform. So it's not all over the shop. I think it looks really nice. So you've got that sort of white hit going across it. It just looks great. You can tell it's a collab as well. The subtle hit there. I think it works really well, man. First, not
we've seen it.
Sorry, undefeated. I said
we've seen it with the. We've seen it with the 97s as well. What they did, and it's subtle, but it's very like. It's cool, isn't it? Like, I mean, it's not overdone. Yes, undefeated planting everywhere. Like, you're basically advertising them, but at the same time, it just looks cool. It kind of separates itself from the other colorways that are coming out from the same color, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Oh, man, the more I see the purple one, though, bro.
Yeah, the purple one is looking crisp. I'm telling you.
Wow, man. They are nice. But all 4 of them, bro. Honestly, man.
We've got to do the whole pack, bro. We've got to do the whole pack.
Oh, man. Don't tell me that, bro. I'm telling you.
We'll take what we can at the end of the day. Look, it's not. We're not stupid. Obviously, we know that we're not going to be able to hit on everything. If I'm being honest with you, 1 in 4 chance. Probably grab 1 pair at least, and then I'll be happy to sort of try and get another couple on resale if they do come down. But it's an undefeated pair. These are going to float around for quite a high price, I would say. So it's going to cost a pretty penny.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
We take whichever one we can.
Yeah, honestly, because we don't know if they're going to be dropping like one, then a couple days later, another one, or a week or two, whatever, or they're just going to release them all in one go. You know how the sorry, bro, the concepts, how they did the concepts Air Max ones.
Yes,
It was like a week or two in between. That was pretty good. That was interesting. But yeah, bro, what was you saying?
No, this is the thing when you release like 4 different colorways, and we're gonna get the same thing with the Supreme SB Dunks as well, which is coming out. I think there's 5 different colorways. So
Okay.
it's, although in theory it gives you greater chance to land a pair, you know, there is that thing where it's like, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one, and it just gets a bit too much.
Yeah, because you can't stop. Like, imagine you hit on 2, you're like, all right, if I can get the third one, if the third one's sitting, I'll get that. And then you're thinking, wait, I've got 3 out of 4. Let me
And
just
now
get the
you're
4th
trying
one.
to get the 4th one. Yeah.
You know, so that's how I kind of saw the low polys, where it was like, okay, I've got the first one, I've got the red pair, and then the Tomb Raider pair came out. I was like, oh, but then I was like, if I get that, which I kind of wanted but didn't, I'd have to get the Donkey Kongs. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know how my brain's
where
wired.
I wasn't as invested as you in getting the Tomb Raider ones, because I didn't have the first ones.
Yeah,
but for me,
yeah.
if I just have the Donkey Kong ones, I'm happy. I don't need the other 2.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm happy at least I got one. Yeah, it's one of them. It's a tough one, bro, when it comes to packs, because down the road, the pack just feels some like iconic. Like if you got the whole pack of a shoe or a release and stuff. Manny, just to tell you, bro, this is basically the closest to an olive, I guess. I don't know. That's the lighter colorway, but the midsole looking naughty though. It's kind of like goldy yellow in a way.
It looks like that looks sick, like shiny gold. Yeah,
that does look nice. But even the rest of them,
yeah, they look great. But even talking about
metallic vibe.
Talking about packs, that was actually the other thing that I'm working on when I said I might have something else, is the Air Max 1 Huff from last year. So I'm trying at the moment. There's a couple of beads for the pink pals.
Oh, okay.
Really want to complete that pack. Obviously, I've got the green and the orange, but I really want the pink one as well, just to complete that trio. But
nice.
Yeah. But it is that dilemma with packs, man. You need to sort of
you gotta be careful.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to, bro. You have to. AB, what's happening, bro? Long time, man. It's been years, bro. Yeah, I think especially even with the likes of Cortez, sometimes you can't be too choosy because they're so scarce and stuff like that. Where if you get at least one of them, and this could possibly be the same because this is undefeated of all brands and collabs, at least you get one. Like any one of the pack is a dub. Do you know what I mean? Obviously.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There are certain packs where it's like you can easily get all of them, so it's harder to not get them. It's harder to say no than to get them. Sometimes is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, look, chat. What we're gonna do now? We're gonna start rounding off.
Kane made a great point. He's made a great point.
Oh no,
he's made a great point, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm just gonna ignore the comment.
You know why he's made a great point?
I'm just gonna ignore the comment, bro. You know what? He's not the first person this week to tell me that.
Okay, so you know why he's made that point.
Yeah, the sales.
How much has the stash gone down to, the AF1?
So I saw them on Boston BSTN for like £99, I think.
Right, so just under 100 British pounds, bro.
Yeah. On end, they're 109 quid with £7 delivery.
Forget about end, bro. We're looking at under £100.
All right, right. Let's go on Boston then. But I think that might have been just for St. Paddy's Day, though. Yeah, I think so, because they were doing like a 20% off extra. I think. So yeah, 124. Then they did an extra 20% off because of St. Paddy's Day. So I think that's done now, actually. Yeah, it looks like we can't get them.
Shout out to Scopes as well. He had these on last Tuesday, and they're still. I love these shoes, man. I love it. I love my pair. I think I got mine for 120 from Concepts. So that
Oh
was
yeah.
no, not
Yeah.
from Concepts. Sorry, I got mine for 120 from Kith in
Kif. Yeah.
Ivy. Yeah, so
Yeah.
no, great pair, man. Honestly, if you can get them for under £100, 100% worth it, man.
Mm.
I didn't feel like I would feel the way I did until I had them on feet, and then I was wearing them every day. So
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about, bro. I'm worried about buying them and then liking them, and then I'm just buying everything else as well. It's like, oh, maybe just if I can get them for around 80, and I'm
don't worry,
pushing it.
kill switch is on it, bro. Don't worry.
This geezer. Kill switch, please, bro. You did this with the A6 as well, bro. The Venture 6,
It's
man.
gonna happen, right? We've moved on from the Patters, right? We've moved on to the Air Force One stack.
Bro, I
We've
haven't
already
even worn
got,
the patterns yet.
bro,
Let me wear
we've
them in first.
already got the 95s. You just need to add the Air Force Ones, bro. Scopes, feel free if you're still watching.
Man,
Feel free to join in, bro. Let this man know how great a pair
look,
these shoes are.
they are a great pair. You know what though? It's the Stash 95s that have just given me PTSD, bro. Like the half size up thing, which I didn't do, is haunting me, bro. Because the last time I wore them, my ankles were bleeding, my pinky toes were just I don't know, man. They were looking like a fat kid in speedos, bro. My pinky toes, they were just all squashed up. Do you know what I mean? But look, let's move on though. We're gonna round off, talk about a topic which is a bit of what's the word I'm looking for, Hass? You know, where a bit of taboo. Yeah. Can you wear reps, or the whole thing about wearing reps? Now, if you guys have been following the channel long enough, you guys know where I stand with reps. Don't care who wears them. Just don't go around saying that they're real or stunting on Instagram. Oh, I got Travis's, I got this, I got that. I'm the man. You know, you got a Folex on, you're driving your mum's car, like all these things. Like, if you're wearing them, that's you. Like, that's cool, bro. No offense. Like, it's not for me. It's definitely not for me because obviously, bro, if I show you my DMs, yeah, I've had probably more Chinese manufacturers hit me up on DMs and I've had hot dinners, bro.
Yeah.
And I've got, under this beard, I've got a double chin, bro. So that just tells you how many hot dinners I've had. So look, I'm just not that guy, man. Like, yes, way back in the day, I've probably worn fakes without knowing as a kid because my family don't know much. Do you know what I mean? Like buying from Wembley Market or whatever. And even like growing up, you kind of think, oh, no one's going to know. Oh, they look near enough the same. But a part of me has always just been like, nah, I know. That's the, I don't care if anyone don't know.
The key. Yeah. That's the key. That's the kicker, you see. Like, it's all well and good if you want to buy a pair that you can't obtain and you think, you know what, I'm not going to pay £500-600 for that. I'll just grab a knockoff £100 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But I'm with you on the fact that if you're then stunting and saying, I've got a pair of Travis's, I've got a pair of this, I've got a pair of that, you know, it then becomes like, you know, but each to their own. If that's how you want to go on, then fair enough. Personally, me, I'm like you. If I did, I would know, and that's the thing that would bug me. Like, it has to be original from the manufacturer. You know, it's like buying a phony instead of a Sony. You know that it's gonna be fake. Yeah,
exactly.
You know, it's the same principles, but look, I'm not one for dictating what people should do. Everyone's circumstances are different. Everyone's financial circumstances are different. If you're someone that appreciates a shoe and really want something on feet that resembles that, but you can't quite afford it, then who am I to say anything? You know, do whatever pleases you at the end of the day. But as a sneakerhead, all of us here, you know, we can't agree with it because I think it sort of spoils the whole vibe of it as well. It spoils the whole, like, the whole sneaker culture thing is based on, you know, everything that goes, like, I can't explain it. It's got to be accurate. It's got to be one of what it is, not something that's been supplied by someone else, made in a fake factory or whatever, for me, it just doesn't sit right. It in some ways it does affect the market as well, but that's not for me to worry about. You know, there is a lot of it that goes on as well. And the other thing I wanted to sort of touch on was that there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment with like StockX, and maybe even other platforms as well, where fake goods have been sold. So this is what I mean by it affects the market. It dilutes stuff. Things get out there, you know, and who knows what people have bought in the past from StockX or wherever, you know. We just don't know. Reps are getting ridiculously accurate these days that God knows how many things have passed through platforms such as StockX, you know. So in that sense, it's sort of spoiling it for everyone else who's a purist, who wants to buy something that the company has made, the respective company. So I don't know, man. I don't agree with it for me, but if someone wants to do it, because whatever, you know, their situation dictates, then so be it. But for me, I can't be who I am if I'm buying reps. I can't go around and say, yeah, I've got the latest this, I've got the latest that. It's a bit phony, if you know what I mean. I just feel like, I'm going to say, I just feel like it makes you phony.
Yeah.
I don't want to sort of sound crude, but I just feel like it makes you, yeah.
Look, I'll be real, yeah. This is not me hating or whatever, but some of your favorite YouTubers, bro, you think them early pairs are real? You got another thing coming, brother. Like, you think every single pair they're getting 3, 2, 3, 4, 5 months early to get on their YouTube channel are 100% real? Like, I know some big hitters, bro, that they're not the full ticket in terms of the pairs they're getting. But look, I'm not out here to throw shade or whatever. The game's the game, yeah? This is why I don't watch sneaker content other than the people I know. Unless it's someone or a certain shoe I really need to know about in terms of sizing. And there've been people out here, bro, where they've made a whole career of rep talk. Like, I can't remember the guy's name. I don't know if he's still around anymore. There was a guy, a guy that was a bit older. I can't remember his name though, bro. You guys might know him. He was an older guy. He used to openly talk about reps, like buying reps and grading them and differences in terms of what shoes are stuff like that. Listen, chat, I'm not even outing anyone, bro. I just gotta pull it out there, innit? I'm just saying. Mike the Truth, I think that's him. Mike the Truth, that might be him.
Oh, Mike the Truth, yeah. I know Mike the Truth.
Yeah, shout at him because he's open. Yeah, he's open about it. Like, I love that. Like, I'm not, obviously reps not a part of that. That's not my thing, but I love how open he is because, like I said, big YouTubers out there, how do you think they're getting early pairs, bro? Goat and StockX don't have them. Or if they did, this is my thing, yeah? How can Goat and StockX and whoever else, because obviously we're working with certain brands, so I can't talk about a lot of people, but look, say there's a brand new shoe, a brand new collab, how can they verify or, authenticate a shoe that's not been out yet? How can they compare the real thing to the fake thing? This is what drives me loopy. So
yeah, exactly.
It's stuff like that where it's like, as a consumer, as a content creator as well, because I'm both, obviously, and for you guys, I'm as transparent as I can be, without hurting any brand or whatever, but you have to have logic when it comes to buying off a resale platform, because that's what you have to take into consideration. How can they authenticate a shoe that's not been out yet? How can they compare? Unless they're getting early pairs from brands, that would make sense, obviously. That would definitely make sense. But I think what StockX have started to do, if you look at certain shoes that are coming out early, as opposed to before, because they used to just put them up anyway. If people wanted to sell them earlier in there, you can. I think Goat still do that. They don't care. But StockX don't allow you to. I think it grays out until a certain period of release. close to release and stuff like that. So I think they're even more careful when it comes to putting out shoes early now. And obviously, places like StockX and Goat or whatever, they're not always, but imagine there's a kid who's just started out authenticating. For example, I'm not sticking up for anyone. Obviously, you can spend your money how you want. You can shop where you want. But imagine, for example, Goat, they get a new recruit in. Yeah. He's learning the ropes. Obviously, people are teaching him on the go. But he messes up one day and he doesn't know about a shoe, or he's just clocking out. It's like 10 minutes before he finishes. He's just trying to rush and finish and go home. Bro, you really think he cares, bro? He's going to pass that shoe. You know, he's going to pass that shoe. So that's just an example of why things may slip through a fake here and there. And don't get me wrong as well, bro. There's content creators out there that make a living off saying StockX sold me fake shoes. Goat sold me fake shoes. Don't buy from StockX. Don't buy from Goat. Don't buy from here. I know a guy, bro, and we all know this guy probably, Danny Moore. This geezer, bro. I think his name's Danny Moore. The white guy. Everyone says he looks like the guy from Family Guy. Bruv, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to out anyone, but he is what you call, like, it's not even content creator, bro. It's just like, just clickbait. Do you know what I mean? But look, all I'm saying is I'm rambling a lot, but I'm passionate about fakes and not fakes and whatever. But don't believe everything you see online, whether it is trying to out a company, say these are fake, I sold these fake shoes on StockX, and then all of a sudden they weren't passed. You know, like all these clickbait videos and whatever. When it comes to wearing reps though, it's all down to you, man. If you can't afford the real thing and you're happy to pay rep prices, you do your thing. Because people who are wearing reps, they're laughing at the people paying resale. And the people who are paying resale are laughing at the people wearing reps. Yeah, so go on, bro.
But deep down, the ones who are wearing the reps, and you're saying they're laughing at the ones wearing the real thing, wish that they had the real thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is that element to it as well, because if they could get it for the price they bought the reps, I'm sure they'll buy the real thing.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
You know, how are you laughing at someone who's got the real thing? Everyone's situation is different. Like, if I can afford it, I'll buy it. You can't afford it, so you're buying reps. But I'm not going to reprimand you about it. You know, it's what you want to do. So that's cool. But don't then try and say, like you said, don't try and say, "Oh, I've got these are real" or whatever, and stunting on me and this, that, and the other. It's like, you know, it is what it is. We are where we're at. You know, situation takes action. So
that's it, bro. It's all down person to person. Like, just don't try and push your agenda on someone else. Like, if there was someone that was wearing reps that I knew, no, don't get me wrong. I know a person who wears reps, but it's kind of a thing we don't talk about. Do you know what I mean? But he's just wearing his shoes, bro. He don't post it on Instagram on his story. Oh, I got Travis's and shit. Like, he's just wearing them. And that's cool. Like, you wear them, bro. But he doesn't make it a thing, if that makes sense. And I don't mind that. Like, if you choose to wear reps, cool, man. Do your thing, bro. But as a person who's deeply in love with this culture and this sneaker thing, yes, these brands are going to make killing off us and so much money regardless of reps or whatever. But it's kind of like that thing of back in the day, I used to buy fake football shirts from Turkey, bro. Not even going to lie. Like, I used to, yeah? And I just knew, like, in my heart, I'm like, oh, this is so fake, bro. Like, I can't even rock it how I would wear a normal one. Do you know what I mean? Because I felt weird.
Yeah. Even with clothing,
Yeah, even with clothing, bro. Like, the stitching will be different. The color might be different, whatever. No one cares, but you know in your heart. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man. Has, be honest, yeah? Have you ever worn reps knowingly or unknowingly, or do you know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah, in Turkey, I bought cheap as chips. I bought it, and then
Cheap as Asda.
One side, I've worn it in Turkey. I didn't really care about, you know, what I was putting on me, but yeah, I've worn it. But when it comes to shoes and stuff, like, I just don't F with it, if you know what I mean. Not like that. But if it's just a cheap throwaway thing, you know, we've all been to the markets in Turkey or whatever, wherever, and it's like, yeah, I'll buy that and pop it on me for a couple of weeks or whatever, you know, it's not a big deal, you know. But when it comes to shoes, it's a different story for me. But yeah, it is what it is. At the end
It's
of the
the
day,
game,
I
man.
mean,
Game's the game, man.
yeah. My missus actually, she come back a few months ago. She come back from Turkey. She went out there for a week. She come back and she had like a couple of t-shirts. She said, "Oh, I bought you a t-shirt. It's like a Nike t-shirt and this, that, and the other." And I looked at it and I was like, "Yeah, this ain't real. Like, what's going on?" Like, so now I wear them, but I just wear them around the house.
Yeah.
I just wear them as something that I can just chuck on when I want around the house. I don't wear them out or anything, but you know, I just didn't want to be rude. But
Yeah, do you know what? I think clothing's different though. Like it's designers a different kettle of fish. I'm not talking about designer, but even brands like Nike or whoever, bro. A lot of the clothing, 99% of the clothing is made in Turkey anyway. Look at the label, made in Turkey. Zara is made in Turkey.
Yep.
Bangladesh, Pakistan, Turkey. Like a lot of these places, like I guess the shoe rep thing is kind of similar. Like they're all made in the same factories. Allegedly, this is the whole thing where people fight for reps. They're made in the same factory. After hours, they leave the key in the door and then the reps just come in. The little rep elves come in and make their shoes the same. And all of this is like, bruv, just give it a rest. Just wear your reps in peace, bro. Leave us be. But yeah, oh my God. Mike Air Vienna, bro. You know, I used to have these Lacoste cardigans that had the pinstripe from Turkey. Bro, I had about 3 colors of them, yeah? Loved them. It wasn't Lacoste, bro. It was just Laco. Like, it weren't even, you know what I mean? The crocodile mouth weren't even open, bro. It was mad. But yeah, the clothing in Turkey, rep-wise, is just unreal. I want to ask a question. Yeah, honestly, bro.
Called that the swoosh on the right. I can go one better. I could go one better. Nike and Adidas together.
Oh no!
You know about that one, right?
That is mental, bro. That is mental. It's mad. Yeah, this guy Kenny. This guy Danny Moore. Yeah, bro. Honestly, man, it's just there's not even a way to block someone's channel on your YouTube. Like I know you can say don't recommend, but say you're searching something, they'll still come up. Do you know what I mean? It's so annoying. But this is the guy I would love to block, bro. Like I don't know him, obviously, maybe a nice guy, whatever. But in terms of content, keep that stuff away from me, man. Every video, don't buy the Jordan 1 Travis Scott. Don't buy this. Why you should buy it, bro? Just talk about the shoe, bro. Why are you always clickbaiting?
That's the thing. Like I agree with you. You know, when you've got headlines like "Don't buy this, don't buy that." Okay, you might not want to buy it, but why are you telling everyone else not to buy it? Let everyone make their own decision about things. You know, Your job as a YouTuber, influencer, whatever you want to call it, is to put out your opinion, yes, but not sort of force it upon people. Don't buy.
Well, bro, it's just clickbait, bro. Really gets on my nerves.
I bought the Jordan 1 and this is what I think of it.
Exactly.
What do you think?
That should you buy it? Like it should be like, should you buy it?
Should you buy it? Here are the pros and cons. Okay. But when you're going on like, you shouldn't buy it. You shouldn't buy it. Okay. Well, you know, maybe let people make their minds up about things. You know, don't force it upon people. The headlines are just like, I don't know, man. I don't agree with it. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, man. Look, I don't want to out no one, man. The game's the game. If you're getting views and clicks, that's just what they're gonna keep doing. Do you know what I mean? But look, I want to ask a quick question though, before we start wrapping up. Is it okay? Because obviously we talked about reps, yeah, but is it okay to wear a general release rep? So say, is it okay to wear a white Air Force One? That's a rep. Because no one's, do you know what I mean? Like, does it fall in the same thing? Or is it like, okay, do you know what? Because they're going to get creased up anyway, or we're going to dash them after a couple wears. Is it okay or not still? Do you know what I mean?
Let's ask the bigger picture, right? Most people that buy reps, it's just for a flex though, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Like no one's going to bat an eyelid if someone's wearing an Air Force One. But if someone's wearing a Travis Scott, let's say, you know, I mean, Air Force Ones, anyone can buy an Air Force One right now. They're on sale everywhere. It's not like, why would you want to go out and buy a rep Air Force One in the first place?
Yeah.
The whole point is to sort of, you know, try and get in there with what they it's like the cool gang. This is you know what's in this, that, and the other. But you know, I'm not gonna bat an eyelid if someone's wearing a rep of an Air Force One or whatever. I don't care. You know, do what you want. But the whole point of people wearing reps, in my opinion, is to sort of, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I've got it as well. It's no big deal. You know.
Yeah. The thing is, reps, I'm guessing, aren't as cheap as they used to be, because when I knew about reps back in the day, it was like £30, £40. Now, because they know you can't cop at retail, they're putting the rep shoe at retail. So, for example, the Travises and whatever. Because don't get me wrong, I check out these profiles that send me, you know, Mei Ling and Chu Young from China telling me about these manufacturers, the best replicas on the market, trying to get me to promote their stuff, which obviously I don't. Yeah. So I check out their page. I'm like, let's just see what the reps looking like nowadays. Decently, you know, looking. If you don't know about sneakers, you couldn't tell. And for the most part, even then, it's definitely hard to tell. You have to have the shoe in hand to know if it's fake or not. Yeah, bro, these are not cheap. Like, these reps are not as cheap as they used to be. No. Again, I keep saying it. Like, they're at retail prices because they know it's either resell or reps. Like, there's no other way of getting them. Do you know what I mean? For the most part. So
the photos they take like really detailed photos as well. They make the photos look good when you're buying the rep stuff, I suppose, because I get sent those mailing DMs and stuff all the time as well, and I've got to clear up. I've got to delete all the messages. I get so many come through.
Bro,
no more, please stop. Like,
yeah.
But look, like we said, it is what it is. If it's what you want to do, then do it. You know, yeah.
Kidela, shout out to you, man. If someone is paying retail for a rep, then they should never be allowed to have money again. Well, yeah,
that's crazy. You're paying retail for a rep. That's just mental.
It's nuts, man. It is nuts. And Les would rather have one real pair than 3 reps. Bro, right. Trust me, 1,000 reps. Because you know what? This is how I see it, yeah? Like, for example, last year, I paid resell same amount for, it hurts me to say, but my Amaminier 4s, the first pair, the one that came out, the first one, I paid around the same price, about £400, yeah? Obviously, it's dropped in price now. I know, like, allow me. But back then, really wanted that shoe. Haven't paid that much for resale ever. So I was like, look, if I'm going to pay that much, it's going to be for a shoe I really want. Same thing with the Travis last year, the medium olives. I don't mind it because if it's a shoe, I know it's real. And I'm paying that much for a shoe. I'm not going to be doing that the whole year. So if I'm going to pay resale just for one shoe or like, you know, that amount, I'll just pay for a shoe I really want, whether it is a hype beast shoe or just a shoe like a Neon 95, for example.
This is exactly what I was going to say, bro. Like, I would respect someone far more for wearing something they like than wearing reps. Like, wearing something real that's not even hype, than wearing reps. Even if it's a budget shoe, even if it's just like a standard Air Force One, whatever, that's not really expensive. You know, I'd have much more respect for someone than wearing reps.
Yeah.
You know,
and the thing is, I'm gonna let everyone know this. Like, everyone knows this anyway. But if people are wearing shoes to worry about what people are thinking about their shoes, you're in this game for the wrong reasons. Because sneakerheads are more worried about what's on their own feet to stunt rather than caring about what's on your feet. And that's just it. Because when you go to conventions or you're just stepping out the house, you're thinking, oh, what can I wear today that would go with this and look good with this, or a shoe that I haven't worn in ages, or a shoe I need to show a bit more love to. They're not worrying about your shoes, bro. They're worrying about their own shoes, you know, and that's just life.
Exactly.
Like everyone thinks,
Exactly.
like it's not that deep, man. Just, you know. But look, I'm gonna go back to the poll that I did. Should you wear reps? Now I'm ending the poll now, and the results are okay. Fair enough. So the answer was the question was, can you wear reps? And no, 83%, and yes, 16% with 24 votes.
Be interesting to, you know, get the people that obviously said yes. You know, like I said, I respect it, but there's certain conditions to me respecting it, and that's just being real with you. Obviously, I'm not telling people what to do, but that's just my stance on it as well. But let's not forget, also, as expensive as some brands may be, it doesn't support, you know, the actual companies that are making these shoes, the legit brands that actually invest in making the shoes, the designs, everything else. It's a bit like when you go cinema, right? You know, they make the film, they need people to go to the cinema, pay money to watch the film, to support the people that are making the film, to pay the people that are you know, part of the production, this, that, and the other. And then when it's copied or it's illegal or whatever, you know, it's taking part of that income away. So in a roundabout way, it's sort of like a similar thing, you know?
Yeah, and if it's a thing of I'm not paying £200+ for a shoe, I get that. I do, because look, if I wasn't making content or like so heavily invested in shoes and whatever else, like culture or whatever, like I'll be way more selective, you know, with shoes, but I wouldn't be paying money for reps. It's just I wouldn't be getting as many shoes, you know, just because there's no content and stuff like that. Like I'd be still collecting. It's just
how can you
have to think.
How can you give a review on a shoe if they're reps though? That's the thing.
Yeah, but you know what, bro? Some of these content creators online,
and that's just my opinion, but you can't, because the materials aren't like for a start. Okay, there's going to be subtle differences. So your analysis is only aesthetic. It's
100%.
You can't then say, you know, this material's this. The shoe feels like this. It's true to size or whatever, because it's not accurate. It's not accurate. So how are you giving a review on it? From an aesthetic point of view, you can say, okay, the colors and the way the shoe looks might be very similar. Okay, but everything else, it's not going to be. I'm not getting that same detail from that review, the level of detail.
Well, you got to remember, bro. You know, like most of these, say for instance, sneaker YouTubers or even Instagrammers, you know, like when they get an early pair 3-4 months in advance, that sometimes, not all the time, can be a fugazi, a rep. Most of the time it's a Jordan, bro. So the rep, sort of the rep side of things, the factories, they don't have to think too much, because Jordan 1s, 4s, 3s, you know, 11s to an extent, they're majority of the time the same thing. It's just a different colorway, apart from a collab, obviously. But say if it's a retro, bro, they've got their prints from before they can rely on and just change a minute detail. So as a reviewer who does maybe occasionally get away with it because no one's going to question it, if you've got thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers or subscribers, it's like that's the game, innit? Like you can't get, bro, they're getting away with it, innit? But it's like at the same time, you just can't rely on everything you see online. You can't just believe everything. You can't think, okay, this, because bro, I can't remember the guy's name, and trust me, I wouldn't like be out in them anyway, but I think there was a guy who put up a video. He was well known in the sneaker community. I can't remember if he's still about, but he put up a review of an early pair, and it turned out that the box was different in the end. So I checked the comments, he got slated, and I think after that it was just never the same for him, bro. But yeah, like you said, it's just, yeah, you can't get away with it, bro. Like
you can't.
In the end, it comes out, you know.
Things do slip sometimes. I mean, I was watching something, and shout out to Seth Fowler. I love watching Seth Fowler. A real name on YouTube and stuff. But I think he even he bought pairs of the Olives, Travis Scott's, and he already had a pair he bought from somewhere. I can't remember where it was from, StockX or wherever it was. He already had a pair, and then he bought another 4 pairs, and it turned out the pair that he had was actually not real.
Okay.
You know? Even though there was like other differences, I think they sort of found out from the toe box area. But things happen, things slip through the net sometimes. That can happen. But yeah, sorry, his goat pair was fake. So there you go. Kill Switch knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, and I couldn't believe it. You know, someone as big as Seth Fowler, you know, got a massive following.
But you know what, as well, bro? Like, what makes it even worse, like, to be getting caught out on fakes and stuff, is the QC nowadays, bro. Like, QC for Nike and Jordans, and they're so bad, yeah, that you question when you actually get a good pair, bro. Like, that's what's messed up. Like, when you get a good shoe with good QC, you're like, hold on, can this be like, normally there's some glue here, there's a stain here, there's a crease here, you know, and in the Bacon 90s case, there were some pen marks on the shoes, you know, like things like that. Yeah, bro, like my pair from StockX, but this was a known thing. There was actual pen marks on the toe box, but you just wipe it off and it's calm. But yeah, it's that's what's like worked for the rep companies and against the brands, where it's like, well, especially Nike, they're notorious for bad QC. So, you know, the reps nowadays have better QC than the real pairs. So, you know, it's mad, man. It is mad. Yeah. But look, we've been rambling on a good topic though, like, so I'm not mad. It's a great conversation to have. It's very taboo, like I said earlier on. The rep game, obviously, you're going to be annoying people either way. If you wear reps, you know, you're going to be annoying people who wear real sneakers and vice versa. But end of the day, whatever you do your thing. Just don't gloat about wearing fakes, pretending they're to be real. You know, that's all I'm saying. Like, we know what we wear, and we wear what we wear for a reason, whether it's real, fake, whatever. Like, as our stances are on here, it's real or nothing, bro. Like, you don't have to buy everything. You know, like, there's a reason shoes are called grails for a reason. Like, you don't have to win everything, you know. They're not Pokemon, bro. You can't catch them all, you know. But look, I'm gonna wrap it up here, man. Has obviously let people know where they can find you, and if you've got any last things to say, bro, before we head off.
Oh, come on. I'm going to be very disappointed if people don't know where to find me by now. But I'll tell you guys anyway. HB Kicks is down on the bottom left. Instagram is where you can find me, posting out loads of cool stuff, cool pictures. All my cops and stuff can be found on there. There's a lot more stuff coming on as well. I'm doing something for Air Max Day as well with some Air Maxes, so look out for that. In terms of anything else that I wanted to touch on, there was just one other thing that I wanted to touch on, which was the New Balance and Stone Island 998s. Looks absolutely mustard. We can get into it on next week's pod, but I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. Probably going to try and go for these when they come out. So there they are.
Get the badge in.
Yeah, they look great, man. I'm not going to lie. They look great.
Yeah, they do, man. We'll touch more on it next week. But yeah, I've seen leaked images of these as well, bro. They look clean.
Very clean, yeah. But yeah, we'll touch on these next week. Guys and girls, by the way, whoever's in the Discord, please drop us suggestions as well. If you want anything for us to talk about, if you want us to discuss anything, drop us any mentions and stuff in the Discord group or on Instagram, or just contact Erkin as well. And yeah, man, till the next one, yeah, we'll have a lot more, I think, pickups to show you next week as well. I think I've got three cooking in the oven at the moment. I'm sure you've got a couple as well coming that you're waiting for.
Yep. Also, just before we head off, obviously, thanks everyone for chiming in. Whether you've just watched, liked, commented, obviously, voted on the poll. Thursday, if you guys are about in King's Cross or Central London, me and Hass are linking up. So if you guys do want to just head down there to Offspring, if you're local or just finishing work or whatever, just give us a shout, man. Message us. Obviously, we're going to be getting done like a little vlog or pickup video, and just have a look around the shop and stuff like that. Might grab a coffee after as well, so you guys are free to do so with us. And yeah, man, until the next episode, we are going to have a couple more in, whether they are shoes that we've spoken about picking up. Yeah, man, it's just a mad time, man. There's so much coming out, so many L's, so many dubs. That's it. What time? Well, it's a tough one, bro. I'm gonna say around 4 o'clock in what would you say, afternoon, evening? Around 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Yeah, because I've got to drive down from Manny, so yeah, it's about 4 hours. But yeah, bro, just give us a shout on Instagram and we'll sort it out, or Discord or whatever, bro. But yeah, everyone's free. Yeah, just DM us, man. Just DM us. Anyways, broskies, thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Obviously, my tech channel's down below. The Tech Waffler, we're going with that name. I think that's a good one. And yeah, Instagram's down below. Hass's Instagram, Discord as well. Join the Discord, man. We're cooking over there. But yeah, broskies, until the next episode, peace.